Good to see you again, everybody. Welcome back to our coverage of the WGP1 WATERJET World Grand Prix as part of the World Cup, World Series and the Asian Championships, all in one place here at Jomtien Beach in beautiful Pattaya City in Thailand. The sun's come back again and it's beating down a blaze here on the beachfront, and we are getting ready for our afternoon's program, which actually has already kicked off. We've got the junior slaloms underway. Now, you may remember earlier this morning we had a little bit of a hiccup from Voxicon Savan. He was one of 3 riders to pick up a 15-second penalty for the first run, and that was because they didn't attend the meeting for the riders at the correct time. So he was given a penalty for this morning's run. Well, he's just rectified that. His opening bid of the afternoon session, he's done a 1:41.15. Now, he may not be in contention for the victory, but that tells us that as one of the more competitive riders, that's the kind of times we're going to be looking for over the course of the afternoon session. It's a lot hotter, the sea is a little bit calmer, and it'll be more interesting to see if anybody can beat the top time of that 1:37.35 that was set earlier on in the day. Let's take you to the boys who make noise. Dave Arnold and Mike Young.
Thanks a lot, Jake. Man, I'll tell you, you can see that sun's popped out. It's absolutely beautiful. Perfect conditions for these young junior riders now to put times in. Got another one out there. We've already had a couple go through. Jake kind of explained some cool things about how some of the riders that had a penalty been taken. So that was the number 20 just went across. So that was not a keep. Surigata Tiawat with a 149.12. So it looks like up next, because we're starting now from the bottom up, we're going to have Zhang Haowen. Comes to us from China, that 777 performance by Jumbo Tuner. As the number 20 has now completed his second run at the slalom. Zhang Hao outrunning on it. The Chinese rider. Nice setup, good line going around. The 923, that's Zhang. It's 923 actually, Zhang Habo. Looking at the time set up here. Now, we talked about earlier in the runs here when they get towards what we call the MasterCard buoy. The option where you turn, where you can split to go the inside and outside. Of course, they hit the outside as part of the slalom course. Great camera work as we're following again the 923. Zhang Abu. Riding for the triple performance. Jumbo Tuner out of China.
Yeah, Zhang in his first run had a 1:53.42 a little bit earlier today. See if he can get any better than that. Again, the time to beat from earlier today was a 1:37.35 from Canapan. Betchawang.
And we're looking at the point system, 20, 17, 15, 13, 12. Depending how you finish, we'll use a combination between the 2 runs to get the total points, and possible total on top for both runs would be, of course, a 40. Can he put it again? We'll see. Lots of riders still to go. He'll be the last one, so we'll be able to see everybody else's time.
Well, that was the MasterCard buoy he hit, but he hit it at like a 1:31. And we were talking in order to get those minute 40 times or under the minute 40 times, you need to be at the MasterCard buoy before it hits a minute. And there we go, 1:52.08. 1:52.08 there for Zhang Hebo.
He was not happy. You can see him look over at his shoulder. A little disappointed. Look at this rider. The 123 set in attack mode. Zhang Haowen.
Yeah, he's also from China.
Yep.
Sponsored by 77 Performance by Jumbo Tuner. And Zhang had a 1:49.15 his first run. And it looks like he may have lost the lanyard there. Not quite sure. He's not up to full speed. He's like, yeah, I was just testing the water. Yeah, can I go again? You don't mind, do you? Come on, man.
You can see him working that ski, trying to keep it straight. There he goes. Set up for the run. Of course, the lanyard attached to the bottom of the life vest there, so if he does lose the craft, it shuts the craft down. That's a safety factor that all of these watercraft have.
That's a good trivia question right there. You know, does anybody know why we have to use those lanyards? Yeah, I remember.
San Diego.
San Diego, Mission Bay.
Ben James.
Ben James, that's right. He had a Yamaha Wave Blaster, and it was in the modified division. Came off of his boat. Boat stuck wide open, hit the rocks, took out the TV camera.
And
Nedra broke her leg.
Yeah, that was Wayne up in the tower. Yeah, I remember that. I was on the Mahler racing team.
Wow, yeah, that was that's the reason we have a lanyard, though. For those of you folks, you didn't know it was going to be an educational show today. Well, there you go. You learned something today. Ben James, who now makes his home in Georgia. And that was back on what? Was that like the 92 IJSBA tour? It was like 91 or 92. The Bud Jet Sports Tour, Mission Bay.
Actually, it had to have been after 94, so it had to be 96, because the Wave Blaster did not come out until 94.
Right. All right, gets a little sideways there after entering that outside split.
Yes, it is a little warm here today now as the sun's popped out. Riders are definitely feeling it. But it's absolutely beautiful when you look out with the blue skies. You can see the sea, or the Gulf of Thailand, reflecting the sparkles of the beautiful sunshine. You can see Dad, the rider here, Zhang's dad, getting a little good shot of him there.
Zhang Haowen out of China. Again, he had a 149.15 a little earlier today. Let's see what he comes up with here. Going to be a little bit slower.
Come on, these 8 to 13 years old. We know the 8-year-olds sometimes, a little less experience than the older riders, but a heck of performance for that young man. Zhang Haowen.
154.99, the official time. All right, back in order here. Now we've got Nachapas Srisuwan out of Thailand, sponsored by the Rama 2 Jet Ski Club. His time earlier today, a 147.69, 147.69.
All right, now we're looking at him here. Now he's just getting onto the back section here. Like Mike talked about, when you're sub under the 1 minute, about 55, 56 is a good run. Could be in contention, so we'll see where this young man's going to be.
Once again, best run from earlier today was a 137.35. Canopon is pretty much set to mark. Closest to him was over a second behind. So
wow.
Canopon,
that's a lot of time, Mike, to make up. You're right.
Yeah, it's a lot of time to make up. 20 seconds. The Double Nickels, Nachapas, Srisuwan. Into that split section one final time. Looks like he might be doing a little better than his first run. Again, a 147.69 is what he had earlier today. As I take a look down, he ended up in 17th yesterday. 23 total competitors here in our 8 to 13-year-old Spark Standard class. Here we come down the front straightaway. And he is looking at a 146.98. 146.98.
Did he better his time, I believe, he did from last run?
He bettered it almost a second better than what he did last time. He had a 147.69. It's a 146.98.
Oh, such a cute little micro missiles they are.
There's boat number 525 for Bowden Sukprasert. And he's out of Thailand, sponsored by PPP 244 and D2 Motorsport. He posted a 142.47 earlier today.
Yeah, look at him. He got his chest up over the handlebars. Now he's back in the back of the seat now. Trying to get the highest speed he can out of that spark. Now adjust his weight to now go through the turns, getting those elbows up. Young man's got some good form. Look at this, going around.
Yeah, not a bad time earlier, too. Like I say, a 142.47. That was less than 5 seconds from what your leader got. You got to figure this morning, some of these guys probably, a little bit cold, not warmed up yet. So I expect to see some better times here this afternoon. All right, headed toward that MasterCard buoy. And looks like he's got a pretty good time going so far as he hits the MasterCard buoy at 59 seconds.
Could be on par with his last time right there. That's what it's showing when they make that turn.
All right, here comes Svobotin down the front straightaway. He's at minute 43.52. A 143.52, a little about a second slower than earlier today.
Yeah, that's a shame because it looked like he was on a good run.
We know Jake was saying, he's out there. We can't actually see the conditions. We just can see what we have here on the monitor. They don't look too bad to us, but Jake was out there, and he said that it looked like it was getting a little rougher and the wind's picking up a little bit.
That's a good point. Very good point that you just brought up there.
Yeah, we were talking earlier when we had the slalom, and it's like, with 23 guys in the slalom class, the weather conditions can actually change before you get to the end of your slalom competition. So,
yeah, it's a good amount of time in between. Luckily the weather's been pretty calm all morning long. Their first runs were good, but like you said, maybe a little wind picking up here in the afternoon. You can see a little light chop where it's just kind of blowing the tops. You're not seeing a lot of wave action, though.
Pulled a lanyard right there.
Oh, that's a heartbreaker.
So we're watching Jose Miguel Vanio. .107 at the MasterCard buoy. So we're probably looking right around 150 here.
As many people have been using that MasterCard, I bet that thing's going to be tapped out here pretty soon.
I know, it's unlimited in Thailand.
It's unlimited. It's a platinum card, titanium.
Right. Again, I'd like to say a special thanks to the Sports Authority of Thailand, the National Sports Development Fund, Amazing Thailand, Toyota Gazoo Racing, Thai Airways International, Siam Watercraft, PTT Lubricants, and Freedom Racing. As we have one straightaway to go here for the 5-6-7. That's actually Tanapat Chao Luang, sponsored by Busan Sea-Doo Jet Ski Team.
He was not happy at that. 151.
Yeah, so 151 and change. That was 5-6-7.
So 717 coming up next. That's going to be Sriwood Minahari Suraman out of Thailand, 777 Performance and Jumbo Tuner.
And 717 had a time earlier today of a 141.32. And there we go through the gates. He is on the clock. I like giving that split time at the MasterCard buoy because that kind of
Yeah.
gauges everybody, kind of lets you kind of know where you're at. Should let the fans know where everybody's at as well. Again, you want to try to get to the MasterCard buoy in under a minute. If
I'm going to say that 56, 57 mark is kind of crucial.
yeah.
Either side's going to be whether you sub 150. But a 137.35 is still the quickest time. Set earlier by Kanapon Petchaweng.
All right, once again, approaching that MasterCard buoy. We'll give you the split time here. 59 seconds at the MasterCard buoy. So, again, probably looking around the low 140s. One final time here through the split. And I believe on deck we should have Tachapon, Sang Thrian Prapai, alrighty, 134 to front straight. What'd I say, low 140s?
Yes,
141.22.
Yep. We saw
140, 141.22. I think that's going to be the best run that we've seen so far.
So far, you're correct.
So
that is correct. Another 5.25. Boy, that boy's getting a lot of use there. Or are they going to let? Actually, you know what it is? I think Jose Miguel Venino, who would have been bent, but they went back to back on the bike or the boats. So they put a few riders in between so he can get it. So that's Jose.
So this is Jose here from the Philippines.
Finland.
Jose Mikel, I'm sorry, from Finland, Jose Mikel Vaino, a 141.57 earlier today.
On borrowed property once again.
Well, again, a 141.22 is what he needs to beat, so all he needs to do is shave about a half second off that time he had a little bit earlier. So taking a look at your leaderboard, Sirawad with a 141.22, Patty with a 143.18, Faboden with a 143.52, Nachapas with a 146.98, and Tanapod with a 151.60. Those are your top five. As we've still got about 10 to 12 more to go in this class.
Yeah, we're just past that halfway point. 23 riders in
58
this category.
seconds. 58 seconds at the MasterCard buoy.
It's a good time. He might knock that half second off you talked about.
I'm going to guess 140.5. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm 141.86.
Okay. We'll see if the price is right.
20 bots on it.
Starting to be like the hydro drags.
Yeah, there you go. All right, here he comes around, Jose.
Hits the front straightaway at 134.5. And a 142.15. You were within a half second.
Yeah, about a half second off. Good run for that young man still. It's going to bring him into the top five at this point. So that's actually brought Jose Miguel up into the second position on the board, Mike.
So a nice run there for Jose. And the Philippine team, the Finland team is also here, and lots of Finnish folks here in the stands today.
It looks like Thanathot Madit out of Thailand up next. Good looking boat for that young man. He's up to speed, hitting that max speed he can. He breaks the lights, and here we are.
He had a 141.39 a little bit earlier. If he duplicates that, he'll move into second place.
Saw his rooting section up there. You saw the flags in the air for Thailand.
Ty got 4 of the top 5 spots right now.
All right, through now heading through the little corners from the right to left on the track. To give you an idea where they are on it. So it is basically one complete lap, but instead of going out and around, they're actually coming off parallel to the beach to start it.
Yeah, I like how they have the starting gate just to the right-hand side of where the start-finish line is.
Yeah, it works really well.
Well, it gives them a nice line going into that turn.
Nice angle, just like they would if they're racing.
Exactly. So, again, hit the MasterCard buoy right just over a minute right there. And you can look at all the 93 flags out there in the
That's
stands.
what I was saying. He's got a rootin' tootin' heck of a team behind there, that's for sure. Well, they saw Russia and their cheerleaders, so now they said, we're going to step it up one more. We're bringing the flags.
Alrighty. He's on the front straightaway, approaching minute 40. And it's going to be a 1:43.73. A 1:43.73 there for Tanapat Madit.
Good run for him. That's going to put him up onto the board, though. That's what I believe, right?
Oh, yeah. I believe, yeah, that's going to be 1:43. Yeah, so he should get up in 5th place. And this is boat number 11. This is Tachapan. Tachapan Singtian Prapai out of Thailand. Sponsored by the Nakhon Sawan Jet Ski Team.
He had a 141.16 his last run.
Yeah, 141.16 would take the lead here in this one. So if he could just duplicate what he did last time.
And Tachapan looking very confident in that photo of his.
Mm-hmm.
He says, look at me now.
Once again, these junior riders here, between the ages of 8 and 13.
Some of them look small enough you can pick them up and you put it in your pocket and walk around town with.
Well, it's funny, you know, you can't really tell, but he's actually standing up. I mean, he's not sitting down on the seat, but it looks, you know, he's not tall enough to actually sit down on the seat, it looks like.
Actually, I think it's a smart keeping him on his toes right there. Very good racing position there.
I like the way he was.
Little off there. He's a little slower this one.
Yeah, he's trying to keep his weight disposition right in the center of that boat. Hit the MasterCard buoy just over a minute, so probably going to turn in a time of right around 1:45 or so. And you can see his family cheering him on in the stands.
Mom's like, I can't watch. I can't watch. Yeah, we're going to be around the 145 mark. Maybe 146. Oh, 147. Oh, my goodness.
147.2. 147.2. The time there for
maybe it is getting a little rougher.
You can see the wind is blowing out there. You can take a look at the flag right there on that tough block that says no entry.
What was it you said? 14 knots it has to hit for those? For it
to be a full mast.
Full mast. So we're just shy of that.
That's actually what they windsock. When you have the windsocks at the airports, that's how they know. That's how they gauge the speed. They just look at the windsock. Some useless trivia.
That's why I have a wind gauge.
5'11". This is Buwanath Adamatesi out of Thailand, sponsored by the Busan Jet Ski Team. And he had a 1:41.03 a little earlier today. And that was good enough for 10th place. So now we're getting into our top 10 from earlier today.
And a good job there sweeping that turn as he heads onto the back section here. He's going to come to the middle of the course there. You can see the little right turn, a left, and then a run. You see a little a bend in it as we get towards the center. Now is into the dead center of the course. Heading to the MasterCard buoy side.
So again, we're watching Bootwanath, boat number 511. Again, earlier today, running a 1:41.03. Yeah, you can see it starting to chop up, especially on the outside.
Yes, I agree. I can see it now. You can see it has definitely changed the conditions.
Well, coming into today, didn't we have like a 60% or 70% chance of rain today?
Yeah, we had some tears coming from the sky this morning, but very light.
Yeah, it's kind of been threatening all day, but not really doing too much.
Good thing is it looks like it's going to hold off till later this afternoon.
Now it's just kind of stagnant. And it looks like a 1:46.31. Once again, 1:46.31 for Bootwanath, and we should have Thanakorn coming up next. Boat number 212, that's Thanakorn Sermcheap. And he's out of Thailand, sponsored by the Mountain Jet Racing Team. Thanakorn, a little earlier today, posted a 1:40.91. A 1:40.91 is what he posted earlier today. And just like that, he is on the clock.
Good run. Run the Clippers number.
Well, let's see if he's as fast as the Clipper.
Yeah.
Again, Thanakorn taking a 9th place earlier this morning with that 1:40.91. And let's see if he can better that time. I bet he's going to.
If Clipper was here, we'd say he's going to better it by 2.12 seconds.
Right. Well, if he does better it by 2.1 seconds, man, oh man, I'll tell you, that would give him the lead in this one, at least the second set of slalom runs.
And he's going to make his way through the center of the course now, and he's going to head again towards the MasterCard buoy we talked about in the option. Keeping an eye now at 55 through the center. There's a turn at 57.99.
Right.
Oof.
It's going to be close. Again, he needs to beat a 1:41.22. So if he can best that 1:41.22, he will take the lead. But then again, you still got, I believe, 8 more competitors after him. And those were the top 8 spots.
And all these times were pretty darn close. And with the different conditions, it could really change everything up.
Right. The course could have been a little bit quicker earlier this morning when the wind wasn't blowing as much.
Correct.
All right, it's going to be close.
Oh,
wow.
142 flat, Mike. Flat.
142 even. And that's going to be good enough to put him into second place.
Jose Miquel gets popped down in one position to third. Thanakorn now up in second, but it's Sherwood still up on top.
Tanakrit Anuchai is coming up next out of Thailand, sponsored by CSL Motorsport. And Tanakrit had a 1:40.52. I'm sorry, a 1:40.39 earlier today. You're watching Tanakrit Anuchai And again, needs to beat a 141.22, Dave. I don't know if anybody's going to do it. You know, the water seemed to be a little bit calmer back when Sirwood went out there.
I'm going to agree with you on that one, Mike. It's going to be a tough uphill climb, but let's see if he can. He had a great time early on, sitting a little bit past that halfway mark. If he can get down there around the 56, close, 59.
Yeah, so probably looking right around that low 140s. We'll see how he negotiates the outside split. Once again, I'd like to thank all of our folks listening in from all over the world. You're listening to the Jet Ski World Series, WaterJet World Cup, and World Series 2024. And hanging off the back of that boat, here we are, 140, 141, 142, 143.51.
I got to say, that's pretty darn decent.
So 143.51, about 3 seconds slower than his morning time. The rider went before him, a 5-second gap from the morning time, a 6-second gap for the other one, and one of the only ones was Sirwood, who is in the lead right now, who actually had a better time than what they did this morning.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, you know, considering we expected the times to be a little bit more, and then one guy just kind of throws it all out the window. So this is the 999 machine there at Titacon. Sengam out of Thailand, Busan Sea-Doo jet ski team.
The Titacon Sengam, 34 seconds as he makes a turn onto that back section. Once again, folks, I believe we got about 7 more competitors here in this class. This is the Slalom Junior 8 to 13-year-old in the Spark Standard class. The time to beat, again, is a 141.22.
Yeah, Sirwood still has that time. He's held it for quite a bit.
Since the wind kicked up.
Yeah, 717 rider there. He was 7, 8, 12 riders in is where he set that. And that's how it's changed.
All right, let's see what kind of time he gets right here, approaching 140. A 142.24, 142.24. That's going to be good enough for 4th place.
Boy, we're looking at, 9/10 of a second there.
Yep, and then his time earlier, a 140 flat, so he lost about 2.34 seconds. That's it. Everybody's losing about 2 to 5 seconds here in the afternoon session.
There's your Italian-themed, what are you talking about? The green, white, and red.
Right. Pirate Chatacorn out of Thailand, sponsored by Yamaha, Hero, and Jet Bangkok.
Oh, Hero, our good buddy Hero. Hero.
Time to beat a 141.22. And let's see if Pirate Chatacorn can do it. Thailand still with 4 of the top 5 spots. MasterCard buoy at about 59 seconds. It looks like Mom's texting right now. Trying to dial up some more horsepower there.
Working the remote.
Right.
She's excited.
Should be a pretty decent time. Oh, and we get ready to go down the front straightaway.
Peretratorn one more time coming around here onto the front straight. Getting ready to break the beam. What time is he going to get? Oh, boy, it's going to be a good one here. 141.52.
That's going to move him into second place. $141.52, and again, he ran a 139.86 earlier today. So again, he lost about 2 seconds, just over 2 seconds as well.
Yeah, it's definitely changed the conditions out there for these riders. So I think it's kind of fair. You don't get the same run you do in the morning, and you got to use a combination of 2 scores to get your points.
Here is Paranapad on boat number 42, sponsored by CSL Motorsport. Had a 140.52 earlier today. He took an 8th in the competition earlier today. So we have got, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more after this rider right here. $141.22, the time to beat. And while he's working his way around the course, we'd like to say a special thanks to all of our friends over there at the Davari Hotel for making our stay such a great one. Of course, all our friends here at the Chonburi Province and our host city, Pattaya City. This weekend's event sponsored by the TJSBA, that's the Thailand Jet Sports Boating Association. We're at the MasterCard buoy at right about 58 seconds. So going to be a good run. It all depends on how he gets through this outside split right here. How cleanly he can negotiate through it. This is kind of a little slalom section over there. A 140.52 is what he had earlier today. About 3 more buoys to negotiate. There's 1, 2, and 3. Here we go down the front straightaway. At a $1:34 on the clock. And it looks like he's going to have a pretty good time. Boom! 140.79. 140.79. We got a new leader. And only about half a second slower than what he ran earlier today. So a nice run there by Parnapad. 6:39, ready to take to the water. That's Tiwachara Kongchab out of Thailand, sponsored by the Ikanaki team. He had a 139.41 earlier today, a 139.41. Like I say, most of the folks been losing about 2 to 5 seconds. Our leader only lost about a half a second, and most everybody has been in the 140s. But that's the best 140 time there by Parnapad. So you need a 140.78 to take the lead. A 140.14 or better will get him up onto the leaderboard. And you still have our, again, our top 3 competitors, or top 4 competitors are coming up. Tiwachara on the 6:39, sponsored by the Ikanaki team. Hits the MasterCard buoy at 58 seconds. So again, probably looking at the low 140s here. Really working it though on that outside split. Doing a good job. You can see he's trying to keep it pinned all the way through the turn. It slides out just a little bit. Has to square off the turn. And he is manhandling that spark out there. Once again, you're watching 639. Thiwachara. And here we go. Thiwachara going to have a good time. What is it going to be? A 140.82.
Wow.
140.82 is going to put him into third place.
I'll tell you, these times have really dropped as we got closer to the top of the fast run. He made it his, is all I'm going to say.
Right, I got you. Natakorn Samjit coming up next, part of the Mountain Jet racing team from here in Thailand. And Natakorn a little earlier posted a time of 138.84.
I'll tell you, Natakorn is on a good run right now. I think that's the quickest. Look how smooth. He just sweeps those turns.
Well, again, had a 138.84 earlier today.
So as the second to last rider we've got on course now.
Let's see if Natakorn, he's at just over 58 seconds up there at the MasterCard.
This is going to be everything. Oh, really just rubs the nose on the buoy, comes around, sweeps to the left. He's going to come right back around here as he serpentines through the outside split section. Into the 120 around this turn here. 2 more turns till that front straight, Mike. Oof.
Yeah, it's going to be close. Slides out just a little bit there. 139.99, the time to beat.
It's going to be close. 142. Oh, 141.62.
Well, and that's going to be good enough for 6th place.
Combination of his earlier score, though. Whoever has the fastest time is going to get 20 so far. Kanapon, who is the rider now to go. 2:53, I'm sorry. Tawanatam. Kolkamtorn.
Sponsored by Yamaha, Hero, and Jet Bangkok.
I can tell you he is on the later side of the 13 years old. Look how much taller he is. Actually, looks like he fits the ski.
Well, he took a 2nd place in the competition a little earlier today. Had a time of 138.56. So again, the time to beat at 139.99.
Let's see, he's coming down toward the MasterCard buoy, Mike. Where's he going to make that turn and what time? Ooh. That might be it is, 56. That's the sweet spot.
He's going to be right there.
I'm going to go with a 139.76.
Yeah, I think you're probably right on there. I'm going to go with a 140 even. Okay, not too much time left to go in this one as Mom is filming from the stands.
She knows he's on a good run here. The smile on her face says it all.
Oh, very good run there. We're at 137, 138.
Oh, ho, ho. Our new leader. I was, off? 13 tenths of a second?
Yeah, I tell you, 138.88. Nice run there for Tatatham.
Now it's kind of porn. Pecha Wang, who will have the last run.
And he was the one that got the 20 points from earlier today.
That's right, looking to put another 20 points in his pocket to have a perfect score. As he gets that machine from 360 to straight line. On the gas, here he goes. The last one. Can he better his time from early on, Mike, is going to be the question.
We know I was looking at Patty B's time, the 139.99. Well, I looked here, and Patty B, because he was the first one to run, that means he was in last place from earlier. He was one of the racers, the Add 15 club.
Yes, sir.
So you take that 15 seconds off, and then you know he has a better run, and all of a sudden he's up there in the top 3. So he's at least guaranteed himself a third place here in the second moto.
But it's the combination that only getting 1 point for the first round that hinders his podium.
Exactly.
So Kanapan, Pecha Wang, with a great run here. Looking at the time here now, let's see if he makes that turn at about 1:56.
Yeah.
He'd be good. Oh, right there.
Yeah, he's going to be right there. Earlier today, he posted a 137.35.
So possibly a 138.72 I'm going with.
I'm going to say 138.5.
Just enough to squeak under the wire.
Just enough.
Oh, wait a minute. That was a little mistake there. That cost him about a second.
Yeah, gets into the front straightaway at about $1.32. 139.04.
That's what happened. That little bobble right there, that's what cost him at least a second. So it's going to be Tanatam, Kanaporn, Pati B, and then Pernapad, and Tit Wachatara. He is going to have to combine now the two scores. Now, do we have another run here with a 352? Or is that...
352 is the next class. That'll be the first racer of the 8 to 13-year-old women's Spark Standard class. And that is Chayapa on the 352, getting ready to take off. Again, congratulations to Tanatham, Kenapan, Patty B, Parnapad. Your top 4 in the men's 8 to 13-year-old Spark Standard Slalom competition. So with Kanapan taking second and Tanatham taking first, they'll end up tied in points. So does the second slalom take precedence?
You know, I
Because
don't
they
know
went
on that,
1-2 and 2-1.
That's the way usually it works, but...
We're on to the ladies right now, but
Rochambeau, maybe?
There was a tie in points there in the men's division with Kanapan and Tanatham, both with 37 points.
Rock, paper, scissors. Rochambeau.
Right. Who can build a better sandcastle?
All right, time with the ladies here. First competitor at that halfway position.
So 9 riders here in the women's class. You're watching the first of 9. Chiappa qualified in her first run, actually put her in 9th place. She had a 2:40.36. I believe she lost the boat.
Yeah, that was the one we saw early on that happened.
Doesn't look like she's made too many mistakes here, though.
Looking pretty
Gonna
smooth.
have a pretty good time.
142.56.
142.56, bettering her time by almost a minute. All right, coming up next, we should have Juliana Chernuka, yeah, and on the Chernuka racing team out of Russia. And she had a 153.77 earlier.
Got that Superman getting that position. Now gets up there, getting ready to get that first little left sweeper into that right turn.
It looks like she overcorrected there just a little bit coming off the greens. Again, coming up next, we'll have Shonrada. She'll be standing by again. 153.77 is what Juliana had a little earlier today. Juliana, again, out of Russia, sponsored by the Chernuka team. We've got 7 more to go after Juliana. Once again, say a special thanks to everybody for listening in here to the Jet Ski World Series, the WaterJet World Cup from Jomtien Beach here in lovely Pattaya City, Thailand.
Big thanks, of course, to our great sponsors like Siam Watercraft, Thai Airways, Smooth as Silk, Freedom Racing, Pattaya People for a great media group partnership, and of course Jet Tribe, our official wetsuit and clothing of the WGP #1 Jet Ski World Series.
And Juliana getting ready to come down the front straightaway. She'll hit the front straightaway right at about 1:45. We're probably looking at low, mid 150s. And it's a 153.63. Does a little better what she did earlier today, and she's one of only 2 riders so far to do better than what they did in the morning.
That's good to see. The 525. That boat's been used quite a bit. It's going to be Chernrada, Superstock out of Thailand on the PPP 240 D2 Motorsports.
Posted a 148.86 earlier. Needs a 142.55 or better. It looks like a crazy graphics package on that boat.
Yes, they've done such incredible jobs with these wraps. Just love it. John Rada.
Hey, by the way, this afternoon after Slalom, we'll go into races 51 through 57. And those races include 51 is the Expert Ski GP, 52 is the Expert Runabout Superstock, 53 Expert Runabout 1100 Superstock, 54 is the Vet Ski GP, 55 Expert Runabout 1100 Superstock, 57 is the Expert Ski GP, and we'll end the day on Moto number 2 of 3 in the Expert Runabout Superstock class.
So you can see Chernrada's dad, Chernrada's dad and brother watching on.
Again, Chernrada with a 148.86 earlier today. Needs a 142.55.
A nice turn set up there. Chernrada going around here. Sweeping it into the left. Sometimes you don't want to go as, it's really just hard turn on it. You got to get that so it just kind of rolls through the corner. Don't jump on the throttle. You got to squeeze it gently, roll it on, roll it off. Smoother is faster, slower is faster. I know it sounds crazy, but never truer when it comes to this type of racing and slalom. something to teach these youngsters.
Alrighty, heading down the front straightaway. Had a 148.86 earlier today, a 149.60 here. 149.60. The official time for Shonrada Superstock. Coming up next, we've got Pirata Mangmi. And Pirata racing out of Thailand for Yamaha, Hero, and Jet Bangkok.
Maybe, of course, one of the earlier riders that had a 144.98. So looking to better that one there. Definitely she should be able to get on the board as long as she gets at least a 153.62 to better the time.
By the way, this week's tournament brought to you by WGP number 1. That's the World Grand Prix number 1 and the WaterJet World Grand Prix.
And again, a big thanks again to the Sports Authority of Thailand, making this all possible, the National Sports Development Fund. And we can't thank amazing Thailand enough, the Board of Tourism here. And if you haven't been to Thailand, folks, you're listening, you need to come make a trip here for the World Cup or just come enjoy the beauty of the people, the islands, and the land of Thailand.
Well, I think we're going to actually stay an extra day. It's so nice here.
Yes, I'm down.
I hired the dog sitter for an extra day, Dave. We're going to hang out for a day. Chayapa still your leader with a 142.56, a 142.55, or will knock her off the top of the box. Can it be done? We still have 6 more competitors, 5 more after Pirata. It's the front straightaway, right about a minute 40.
Come across here with a 147.52. A great run. That's going to put her up on the board, put her into that third position there. So we change
Actually,
it around.
Second position.
Second position.
All the way up
Sorry.
to second.
So with a 147.52 to Chanrada to 1.4960 and Alenia with a 1.53.
And 5 more to go before we get back to some closed course racing. This is Panasara Tavapat. She's out of Thailand, sponsored by the Busan Sea-Doo Jet Ski team. Had a nice run at that first turn. Bouncing around a little bit, but you can see she owns that boat out there.
Yeah, definitely. That is one with the watercraft as she is now.
Again, you're watching Panasara Tavapat as she gets ready to head down that back section of the course. Again, I'd like to say a very special thanks to a couple of our co-sponsors, PTT Lubricants and Freedom Racing, both who have booths with us out in Performance Alley. Remember to support those who support the sport. And we got a lot of great sponsors here at the World Grand Prix #1 race.
Do you get a chance to look at that Freedom car?
Oh, yeah,
watercraft?
Man.
It's insane.
It is, yeah, it's pretty awesome. I don't know what they're asking for it. I don't know. I probably haven't to, have a lot more bought. A lot more bought.
I'm sure they can finance it for you. Coming around, look at the times here. Is at 1:30 the light, and here's one more turn. Look at her get it up there. Throw that elbow to the inside. It's a good time. Hard charge. We might be close.
A 141.46.
Number 1 now.
Well, I noticed as I was taking a look down here, right in her time, this morning she was on a different boat. She was on boat number 23.
Yes.
Now on 567.
And 159's up next.
The T159 is Thamawan Suwinwesta, and sponsored by Jet Ski for Rent by John Pool. So should have a good run right here. They got a pretty good team over there. Jet Ski for Rent by John Pool.
So keep an eye on this young lady as she makes her way on the right side of the course now, making her way up to the top right-hander.
Coming up next on deck, we'll have Piranacha, number 818. You're watching Thamnawan. Again, needs to beat a 141.46. Needs at least a 153.62 to make it up onto the leaderboard. And then you got the top three from earlier today coming up after her.
All right, here we go, Mike. Heading on. Where can she be on that left hand at the MasterCard buoy? Oh, boy. We have a championship time run here. Can she hold on to it? Push that buoy right out of the way. She was making the left turn at MasterCard buoy at 57.
Yeah, it should be a good run. I'm thinking right around a minute 40. Earlier today, she ran a minute 40:31.
That's a good one, Mike.
Yeah, definitely got a good time coming in.
Yeah, I was wondering if she was looking down for a second there, but don't think it was anything. It's a good run. Here we go. Sub 140, 141.38.
Well, that's going to put her into the lead. 141.38.
They're getting faster. She's like, what? I'm in the lead.
Only by 0.08 of a second. Coming up next, we've got boat number 818, Piranacha. Piranacha sponsored by Yamaha, Hero, and Jet Bangkok out of Thailand. And here comes Piranacha, working left to right, front of the main grandstands. Will make the turn and around the bubble. So Thamawan in front with a 141.38. Panasara in second with a 141.46. Chayapa with a 142.56. Pareda with a 147.52. And Granada with a 149.6. Those are your top five so far, with 2.5 more laps to go.
Being just a couple riders is his point there, because it's one lap at a time.
That's right.
So the 818 out on the course here, heading on the backside here. Just a couple seconds away from making that MasterCard left. And right on par there. Ooh, it's going to be a close one. She was there at 57 too, Mike. Sliding around to the right. She got the marching orders, left, right, left, right, left, right.
So Thamnawan, your leader with a 141.38. That is the time to beat. A 139.86 earlier today. And here we go, hitting the front straightaway at about a $133.5. Comes out of the water just a little bit, but a 140.98. 140.98, going to move her into the lead. So a nice job there by Piranacha. Piranacha, Damrun Mahasawad. 140.98. All right, this is Sasikan Kunsa. And let's see if Sasikan can better that 140.98. Just thrown down by Piranacha. Sasikan, sponsored by 777 Performance by Jumbo Tuner. And then on deck will be our final competitor here in slalom. And that's Nadanica Jamshuli. Sasikan approaching the MasterCard buoy. We'll see if she can get there before that 1 minute mark. And 57 and change as she went around the MasterCard buoy.
You can see Pops now looking out there.
Yeah, that's Adipon up in the top left corner, a.k.a. Oil. All right, approaching 120 on the clock and needs to beat a 140.98.
All right, here we go, Mike. Sweeping it around.
I think she's going to get it. Yeah, you can see Oil's pretty confident right there.
Number one. Pops knows. There
Oh,
it is.
139.85. First one to break 140 here. A 139.85 moving into the lead. Great job there by Sasikan Kunsa.
She was 400ths off her last time.
And 300ths better than the one in front of her, right? Or no, I take that back. Yeah. Well, here we go. This was your winner from earlier today, boat number 19. That's Nanachita Jamchuli. And she had a 139.67 earlier today. So what's going through your mind right now if you're Sasikan? You know that she beat you a little earlier today. This is the last competitor. What's going through your mind? What do you think? She knows she hit the podium.
She's got to calm. She's got to settle down. She can't overdrive the boat. That's the biggest key: is collecting yourself, breathing. Get it out of your head. Don't think about it.
Right. Ride your race.
Yes. What's the old adage is focus what's in front of you, not what's behind you.
Exactly. And you can see a nervous Papa right there.
So he's shaking the dice. He's beating the drum of excellence.
Natanicha. Hit the MasterCard buoy right around 57 seconds. And it looks like she's got this slalom section worked out.
Oh, little bobble there.
Yeah, slides out just a little bit.
I think she overcorrected there and scrubbed some speed. All right, here we go.
132, she hits the straightaway.
We might have a new leader.
No, we do not. 139.01. Actually, yeah. Yeah, how about that? Wow.
Yes, we do.
I thought it was going 140.85.
No, sir.
139.01.
Look at Pops. He is one happy man. He is very proud. He's like, Dad, I'm number one. She just found out. How about that? A perfect score of 2020.
Well, and you know what? They're going to end up the top three here. Will end up the top three overall. That's Natanicha Sasikan and Piranacha will be 1, 2, and 3, and that's the way that they stacked up in our first slalom competition. So things worked out just the way that they should.
And they usually don't, and that's what's the crazy thing.
Welcome to our proudest moment. Tumbling through every single detail, unveiling pristine odysseys ahead, crafting each element for globe-trotting, embarking for the sky. Your magical journey redefined. Thai, smooth as silk.
Presented by Freedom Racing.
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds.
ชาวแซดมาส่งเสียงต้อนรับแซดหน้าใหม่กันหน่อยเร็วบอกโลกให้แซดบอกโลกให้แซดบอกโลกให้แซดบอกเราได้แซดเข้ามาเลยพวกพวกจะของเธอไม่ต้องกลัวบอกโลกว่ามีเกิน We are proud to be แซดแต่งครบแก๊งออกไปซ่าซิ่งที่สุดไปเลยค่ะอารยะทำแสบที่ต้องแซดให้โลกเห็นไฮลักซ์รีโวแซดเอดิชั่นหน้าใหม่
Presented by Freedom Racing.
Wow, right down to the wire. Natinajat Nagamchili getting a sensational final run there to snatch it at the last. 1:39.01. Oh my goodness. The fans went absolutely ballistic here down on the shore front. Epic stuff. Right, that's enough of the slaloms for the moment. We've done the time trials. Now we're going back to racing. And how about this? We've got the Expert Ski Grand Prix for the first of their two races, and we're going to get some of the legends of the sport joining me up here on the beach. So we're going to have a word with a few of them because we've got some big names coming up. We've got Mustan Min, who did such a great job yesterday in the veterans category. Here he is coming in for the Experts Ski Grand Prix. We're going to see some great performances. Ugo Pastorello, you may have heard from him yesterday when he was talking about his dad, Jean Bruno, doing a fair job. We'll try and catch up with him as well. We've also got Matthias Reynas, who did such a fantastic job in the earlier competition this morning. So there's a lot at stake for a lot of these guys. The 289, Patipan Plian Wong, definitely going to be a decent contender and obviously one of the fans' favourites. There is Matthias Reynas getting himself ready for an exciting show. It's getting noisy down here on the beach. It's what we like. We also got the 37, the Russian talent, Vesevlod Chanuka. It's going to be an interesting one for him. Definitely some tough competitors up and down the length and breadth of this shoreline. And it's going to be a tricky one. I'm going to see if we can have a quick word with Cephalod just before he gets himself underway again. Cephalod, good to see you here in Thailand. How are things in preparation for these two races?
I don't know. It's not hard. I'm great.
What's the course like here? Can you tell us what it's like to race at the limit on this particular course that we've got here?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll see a bit later. He's not going to he's not going to give us any answers. Right, fair enough. A lot of these riders like to keep things a bit close to their chest. Here is the 88 coming towards us as well, the Hugo Pastorello. We spoke to him a little during the first of the endurance races. Hugo, can we have a quick word? Excited for the two races today? How have you been preparing?
Yeah, I'm physically I'm very good. I hope I can have a good start, and I would like to have a regular ride. So I will give all I have.
What were the practice sessions like for you this morning? What can you tell us about what the course was like?
Yeah, practice was very good. I'm very happy to be here. So yeah, I give it all I have.
Final question, Hugo. Sorry, we had a problem earlier in the Endurance Open with Jean Bruno.
Yeah.
What was the problem with the Kawasaki?
Yeah, my father broke the engine, so now we will see the position for the for the free races, and we hope he wins.
Okay, merci beaucoup. I know, obviously these guys have got to get themselves ready. It's very busy down here, but now we know blown engine is what took out Jean Bruno Pastorello from his second win. That was almost certainly going to be, even in the top three, that would have been the title. Tadawid Moli getting himself ready there for another good one for the Flamingo jet ski team. In fact, he's also got his teammate Mustan Min from Cambodia in this race as well. Looking to see everybody getting themselves lined up. There's obviously a lot of frenetic conversation going on with all the riders. They want to make sure they're in the correct positions. And obviously the last little moments of preparation have all been worth it to dial in and get themselves ready for these 2 races. They've got one now and then one in a couple of hours later, but this is one of the top events going into the pro categories tomorrow and Sunday. The Expert Ski Grand Prix is one of the most competitive. We may only have 11 riders in this one, but it's very competitive. They've got 9 laps and they do it twice, once now and once in a couple of hours time. Who else can we see if we can find a word with? Going to try and see if we can get in there with Ryuichiro Masuko. Hopefully we can have a quick word with Ryuichiro. How are you?
Dukic.
Prepared for a good race here in Thailand? Haravemashite. Haravemashite, Masuko-san.
Yeah.
Dozo. So I know a little bit of Japanese, that's enough to get me by. Right, we're going to carry on with the preparations. As you can see, everybody's moving off the stands now, so it is time for us to get off the beach because we're going to get very wet indeed. Right, we've done as much as we can here. I'll leave it to the boys who really bring the sensation. Dave Arnold, Mike Young, all yours, boys.
Hey, thanks, Jake. We appreciate it. Good job down there. I think maybe you need a translator right next to you.
Yes.
What do you think, Dave?
We're going to have to get a guy who speaks about 7 languages or gal.
Right. Well, you know, I know that we got some geniuses in our audience.
That's right, yeah. We got Russian, we got Cambodia, Estonia, Thailand, Cyprus, France, Japan. And you're going to need a translator for the Australian, too. I would have gone for the Australian. They speak his language.
Right, yeah, got, I believe, 6 different countries represented in this one. Boat number 11 is Ryuichiro Masuko out of Japan, and he'll be on the Hyperion.
The T30 is Tanaweed Moli out of Thailand, a Flamingo jet ski team.
And out of Cambodia, sponsored by the Flamingo Jet ski team on a GP1. Boat number 20 is Mustin Min.
And riding up in Estonia for B&G Parts, the 328, Mateus Reynes.
Boat number 37 is Bisalad Chernuka, and he's sponsored by the Chernuka race team out of Russia, and he's on a fast power sports boat.
And out of Thailand, the KJ Racing Factory, 289, Patapan Plunwong.
And on the Double Deuce, we got Sergei Alisenko. He's on out of Cyprus, sponsored by the Fly team, and he'll be racing on a Commander today.
And coming to us from France for the Pastorello competition, Kawasaki, the number 88, Hugo Pastorello.
And boat number 97 is Lachlan Gibbons out of Australia, sponsored by the Gibbons Group, and he'll be racing on a GP1.
Yeah, we did. Might have a brother.
It's the same name. Ryuichi and Ryuki.
And on the 95 is Ryuji Masuko out of Japan, riding for Unlimited.
And boat number 224, that's Furafat Thonkin out of Thailand, sponsored by the Bangkok Jet Club. All right, we've seen good things out of the Hyperion a little earlier today. As we take a look down the starting line, it was Ryuji Masuko. The T244 is Furafat Thonkin.
There's Tanaweed Moli, the Chocotet Moli's son, one of the 2 twins on the T30.
Mateus Reynes on the 328 out of Estonia.
And it's going to be Patapan Plainwang on the 289, Thailand.
Boat number 88, Hugo Pastorella out of France.
And there's the 97 there. That is Lachlan Gibbons out of Australia, Gibbons Group. I don't think the 11 did 11. Maybe.
9 laps here in this one. So once again, our first closed course race of the afternoon getting set to take off here from Jomtien Beach in beautiful Pattaya City, Thailand.
And this will be a Moto 1. They did not race this morning. We were talking about that. This is a whole new race we're going to see of the 2 Moto system.
Yeah, and they'll be running both of those motos today. They run, this is race number 51. They'll be back again in race number 56, which is the second to the last race of the day. T30 right there, Tano Widmoli. Definitely got to be one of the favorites here, Dave.
Oh, absolutely. He was fast in Havasu, I'll tell you. And Poland.
Yeah, he's fast. Mustin Min, I know he's fast. Reynes is fast. And I haven't seen the Masuko brothers yet, but I'm thinking they're pretty fast if they've got those Hyperions.
Yeah, I'm thinking you're right there with you on it.
You got
Hugo. What about Hugo Pastorella?
Yeah,
Come on.
Yeah, Hugo Pastorella.
But he is on a regular Kawasaki SX 1500 SXR. Matty is running on that for that NOF team there.
All right, we are going through the lights. Green, we are gone. Oh, he's checking the lights, I believe, maybe.
Yeah, hadn't got to use them this morning, so I guess we had to test them out real quick.
Yeah, right. You're watching the World Grand Prix 1 WaterJet World Cup.
Been a while since we used them today.
You can see the stands are still pretty packed out there for the afternoon session. You see the Russia team hanging out against the fence right there. A lot of Russian racers here this weekend, Dave.
So cool to see. I am just so stoked to see that all the international competitors that have shown up. I mean, come on, Estonia, Cambodia, Thailand, Cyprus, France, Japan, Australia, Ukraine, USA.
Oh yeah, lots of different countries here represented. I gotta say, there's probably nearly 50 countries that are represented here this weekend.
This, I believe, is the second largest gathering of international athletes next to possibly the Goodwill Games.
Wow. Last race. Okay, so do we have a lot of folks just cancel? All right, Dave, looks like we're going 9 laps here. Expert Ski GP down on the line, waiting to get started. As after the slalom, you can see we took the tough blocks, put them over by the flagging stand, and Sarge just moving that checkered buoy a little bit wider. So the person coming from the outside split has a nice straight lane before he runs into that buoy that sends him to the bubble after the start-finish line.
There's Mustin Min waving to the folks at home.
Still pretty windy out there, and the wind looks like it's kind of changing directions, Dave. Now coming more from the south. It was coming from the east earlier today.
I couldn't tell you because I don't know what direction I'm facing. We're going to find out. So that would be, it was coming from the east. Now it's more northeast, blowing out. I'm so turned around in our tent. Yeah, it's blowing this way, northeast.
Everybody's a joker down there online.
Having a good time.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. All right, looks like we're just about set to go. Ross Moore making a call to order down there on the line.
I'm wondering if one or two boats didn't make the call. Not seeing the 11 of Ryukichi Masuko.
You know we're getting ready to start because you see the phones are up in the air.
That was it Wanda?
Uh-oh, that's Tana Witt having a problem.
Yeah, Wanda Moli that was up there.
Tana Witt still calling for a 2-minute hold.
His mom was like, oh my.
So once again, Ross has said shut him down. They're going to go ahead and give Tana Witt a 2-minute hold. They're going to put that boat up on the tray, take the hood off, and see what's happening.
You got to wonder every once in a while there's a little bit of psychological warfare going on. Remember Brian Bendix back in the day with the Haida stick?
Oh, yeah.
Got a stick down here on the line. I need a 2-minute hold. Haida stick Bendix.
Oh, yeah. You know, I've seen a lot of guys, play that card before. I've seen a lot of them play the card, too, because one of their guys or maybe one of their teammates hasn't made it down to the line yet. So they're calling for a 2-minute hold to give their teammate 2 minutes to get to the line.
That makes sense.
So, again, we're on a 2-minute hold here, folks. You get 1 2-minute hold per start as per the TJSBA rulebook. Stands absolutely packed. Love the excitement. Well, let's go down to Jake and see what's happening down here at this 2-minute hold.
Yeah, boys, problems on the start here. There was a real issue with Tanawad Moli's engine. I don't think it was firing up when they actually decided to get things revved up and ready. There were red flags holding anyway, so while there was a long delay and a long pause, I think it just ended up causing a little bit of a problem. And now, as a result, we've got mechanics frantically trying to get back to the jet skis, and also a few of them are trying to throw the tennis balls to go into the exhaust, but they're not permitted to do so. It's not permitted. So a couple of the crews are already quite frustrated. It's a lot of frenetic activity ahead of this restart.
Well, thanks for the 411, Jake. We appreciate that. And again, you can see the mechanics frantically working there on Tanawid Moli's boat. Only 2 motos. There was no qualifier in this earlier today. They've got 2 motos, both of them running this afternoon.
Got some tape there, taping off some stuff there, some vent holes, keep some water out.
30 seconds left on that 2-minute hold. Again, this is a 2-minute hold for race number 51, the Expert Ski GP. Race number 52 will be coming up after this, the Expert Runabout Superstock.
I'm not sure what they're taping. Oh, it looks like maybe possibly where the hood meets the hole there to keep some water out.
Keep some water out,
yeah,
possibly,
seal.
yeah.
30 seconds, so getting close. Ross Moore not going to let him go past that mark. See Yuki Kuriyashi.
I see Kevin Redder actually spinning the wrenches there for Tanawid Moli.
Oh, my goodness, you're right. Talk about a legend working on your boat. I know they've worked him out. Oh, boy. Talk about the stress. There's a
Oh, man. Man, what a tough break there for Tanawid. Tanawid Moli, again out of Thailand, sponsored by the Flamingo Jet Ski Team. Looks like they may have got it running.
I think that's another boat.
He might have another boat. They brought the backup boat just in case.
There's his boat right there.
It looks like Redder's boat.
That's Redder's boat. You're
Yep.
right. The 90 covered up with a 3. You know, it's smart they did it on the first moto. That way you can race the rest of them.
And look at Mo Lee, like a rock out of a slingshot. Looks like he got the jump on the outside.
I mean, you're racing Kevin Redder's GP boat. Come on.
Yeah, right.
It's like somebody throwing you the Super Bugatti keys with the good key.
Right. Or good luck at the rental car counter.
I swear I'm not going to race it, boss.
All right, let's take a look, see who's in the lead here on the inside. It appears to be boat number 224. That is Farafat Thongkan out of Thailand, sponsored by the Bangkok Jet Club.
And look at this on the outside, coming around.
I believe that's Mo Lee on the outside.
confirmation.
And it looks like it's going to be Mo Lee already coming out of the outside split. Here we go on the inside, and it's going to be Mo Lee,
and
followed by Parapot.
Parapot, yep.
And there's a nice shot of Tanawid Mo Lee, one of the twins there.
Yeah, he might be. I mean, he has a good shot at being like the first Thai champion in Pro Ski GP when he races it eventually down the road. That kid is that talented. I mean, Chocotet's his dad.
Yeah, right. Chocotet, he's got
fast genes.
many world titles for that.
How about Matthias Reynes there in third place on the 328?
Reynes again out of Estonia.
Yep.
And he is on the Kawasaki, first place on the GP1R.
There's
second place.
Mustin Min right behind him in fourth there. All right, I can see him equally spaced out here. It's going to be interesting here on the now borrowed property there. Tanawid Mo Lee goes to the outside. Parapot to the inside. Reynes to the outside, as well as Mustin Min.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Mo Lee has trouble anyway. Oh, man, and you can see the reaction there from the crowd.
Oh, it's up running again. Gonna squeak. It's like starting to squeak or something.
He's trying to stay out there just to at least get some points. And that is a tough break for Tanawid. There's Chocotet right there.
Yep.
His dad.
Legend here in Thailand and in the world.
Parapot.
Yep.
Yeah, Parapot Duncan is your new race leader, folks, and that puts Matthias Reynes up into second.
So Matthias there. Second place, as Mike just mentioned, the Estonian rider. And that's, I believe, going to be right behind him, the number 20, Mustin Min out of Cambodia. And we're trying to get, Mike's got his eyes on fourth here. What do we got? Oh, Hugo.
Hugo Pastorella and Davis Peterson's online saying, go 328. So we got a Matthias Reynes fan chiming in online.
Parapot. Out front, a great shot there. You can see the intervals between the positions there. That's Reynes in front. And they pulled it in. They're going to see what's wrong there. Two skis go bad on the line. What an absolutely crazy thing for it to happen.
It's Friday the 13th.
I know. I didn't want to bring it up.
So a tough break. Friday the 13th is actually a good luck day for me.
I know. You were born on the 13th, on a Friday the 13th.
Yeah, so was my younger brother.
January 13th.
Yep, I was January. My brother was March. But I always was a very mathematical guy. I figured two negatives equal a positive, right?
I like it. All right, here we go. Our leader's down the front straight now. Once again. And oh!
Look at this.
Yes.
And boat number 20, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Min now goes into second. Matthias into the lead. Parapot back to third. So it's Reynes, Min, and Parapot.
And that was a huge change of events from one lap ago.
Tanawid trying to get out there and get some points for this one. Unfortunately, this is only a two-motor format. Let's take a look at here at the pass. Mustin Min off the outside. Momentum is his friend. Parapot trying to do everything he can to keep that acceleration going. But Min had the ponies to get by him.
Yeah, you can see just drove right by him as he had the drive coming from that outside split. And again, we've been seeing most of the riders have been taking that outside, and that's why I think that inside may have slowed Parapot up, might have slowed him up just a bit.
I believe you're correct on that, Mike, for sure. Definitely a factor.
328, Reynes now hitting the inside.
Reynes had a little bit of a stumble, but it looks like he's right back going. Looking very smooth.
Once again, Reynes sponsored by B&J Parts. Again, coming up next, we'll have the expert Runabout Superstock.
Man, I felt bad for Purapat. It's such a great race there and all there, but man, talk about heartbreaking is Tanaweed.
Yeah.
Two modes to go bad.
You know, that's just some bad luck. You know, I mean, racing's racing. You know, I mean, I'm sure that they didn't plan on coming here to watch everybody else race.
So the 11, Ryukichi Musako.
Yeah, that's one of our Hyperion racers.
Yep, and then that's Hugo trying to chase him down. Hugo's still doing an incredible performance, you know, considering this is Expert Ski GP and he's in a stock SXR 15 hull.
And if you look at the top 5, all of them from different countries. Reynes
So awesome.
from Estonia, Mustin Min from Cambodia, Firafat from Thailand, Richichi from Japan, and boat number 88, Hugo Pastorella from France.
We come from France.
We'd like to dance.
Great people. Love the Pastorella family. So nice. Such fierce competitors. But speaking of fierce competitors, Mattias right now on the 328 showing he's got fire in his belly to take the win here for Moto 1. Now the thing is, we've seen a battle of attrition has happened in several races today. As you got Mustin Min trying to dial you in and reel you in like a big mouth bass.
Yeah, well, I tell you, Mustin Min right now only about 7 seconds off of the pace, being thrown down by your race leader, but the time's starting to tick away on this race right here. Only a couple more laps to go. As we see the courtesy flags out, that's 5 down, 4 more to go.
Purapat, Thungkon doing a great job, still in the third. And there is the 289 on the hook. That is Patapan Plangwong out of Thailand, KG Racing. And we go back up to Ryukichi.
Yeah, he's currently in 4th place.
What I want to know, where is Ryuji Masuko?
Pastorello back into 5th place, boat number 88 out of France.
He's got some heat from behind. There he is. That's the 95 I was talking about. Ryuji Masuko. The 2 Hyperion riders, the brothers.
You can see the gap there. I believe we're looking at the gap between 3rd and 4th right now. Out there on the waters, your leader's already into the split. I see Mustin Min working at outside split, just behind Mattias Reynes. Reynes in command here. He'll complete lap number 6. And 3 more to go. Boat number 80 working his way through the outside split. You can see your top 2 that just went down on the bottom right-hand side of the screen. Those are your top 2. That was Mattias Reynes and Mustin Min. Mustin easy to pick out with that red boat. There's number 88, Pastorella. And he's got company. Ryuji Masuko is right behind him. That's your battle for 5th place right there around the bubble.
I think the Masuko boys trying to make a big run. You can see now Ryuji Masuko in 4th, Hugo Pastorello in 5th, and then behind him is Ryuji Masuko on a Hyperion.
So Mattias Reynes, your race leader, Mustin Min in 2nd, Firafat in 3rd, Ryuji in 4th, and Hugo in 5th. As we got about 7 down, about 2 more to go. You can see the fans still on their feet here, or at least most of them.
I think everybody in the grandstands on a stand-up race should be standing.
Right, we used to do that.
Yep.
Showtime, Lloyd Berlew and I, back in the day, during the stand-up races. That was right when the runabouts came out.
Must have been with a great shot of him coming around there as he tries to hunt down our leader, Mattias Reynes. He's got a good momentum following through. You can see he's not far off. He's going to come off the outside split, follow Mattias. And there is third place. Coming off the inside, trying to change it up a little bit. That is, again, Purapat on the 224 and third, Thong Kun.
And it looks like the water chopping up a little bit out there for these riders as they work their way around the bubble.
There's our fourth place rider, Mike Yakuchi Masuko. Hugo Pastorello, and then again the 95 Ryuji Masuko. As we look at that 95, we got the new wetsuit company, Unlimited, there.
Yeah, I'll tell you, all kinds of new companies popping up out here. Seeing all kinds of great stuff in Performance Alley. Glad I brought my credit card with me. I'm going shopping after the races today.
Yeah, I think Unlimited out of Japan also, another company, brand new.
Yep.
Competing with Quakey Sense over there and Jet Tribe and all the boys.
Speaking of Jet Tribe, special thanks to Tony Bowe from Jet Tribe Racing. They are the official exclusive jet ski riding clothing here at the World Grand Prix #1.
Loving our shirts too. I mean, thanks Tony for the great design and shirts.
Yeah.
As well as all the banners and everything they've done.
Right, yeah, I got the chance to talk to Derek Carell, who was working with Tony earlier in the week.
Uno Mas, 1 lap to go. The white flag, the hallelujah flag, however you want to call it. There's going to be a fight all the way to the finish there with Mustin Min trying to shoot him down with Purapat Thongkan in third.
So still about 5 seconds in between first and second. That is the gap. There's Mustin Min currently sitting in that second place position.
What the hell's going on? Oh, did I?
All right, so Purapat Thongkan, number 224, still in that third place position. Again, special thanks to the Davari Hotel, our host hotel this week. There is the number 11, Ryuichi Misuko. Again, not that much time left to go in this one. Your race leader goes to the outside. I believe that is...
Oh, boy, look at that. Someone who just went down there a little bit. It was one of the lap riders, so not a problem.
Yeah.
It
looks like Reynes coming up to the back of the pack. There's a good shot of Reynes right there. Boat number 328 on the Kawasaki. He's out of Estonia, sponsored by B&J Parts. Benji and the crew. And there we go, just a straightaway in front of him as a checkered flag comes out for the first time this afternoon for boat number 328, Mateus Reynes. Congratulations. Mustin Min coming through in second, followed by Purapat, Ryuchiki out of Japan, and Hugo Pastorella, unofficially rounding out your top 5. So once again, you were watching the Expert Ski GP. That was race number 51 of the week so far. We're going to race number 52. That's the Expert Runabout Superstock. Expert Runabout Superstock, Moto number 1 of 3. And there's a look at the afternoon schedule. That's where we're at. Expert Runabout Superstock. So we got the Expert Runabout 1100 Stock, Vet Ski GP, and the Expert Runabout 1100 Superstock. That's the next 4 on the docket. As we take a look down there online, one of the Easy Rider boats, that's Felin Sali on boat number 33, getting prepared. Felin out of Cambodia, sponsored by the Flamingo Jet Ski team.
Definitely has some Mattias fans online there saying, Mattias, go Mattias. Then we got May 2.
That's 22. That's Khalid Mohanadi. And Khalid comes to us from Qatar, sponsored by the Qatar team. And you got boat number 142. That's a T142 of Cassidy Terapatip. He took a 5th in Moto number 1. Boat number 37 we're focusing on. That's Fahad Al Reyes out of Kuwait, sponsored by the Kuwait Sea Sport team. Boat number...
This has got the points. Oh, okay. That's 1100. This is Superstock. Different class. All same.
Expert Runabout Superstock.
1100 Superstock.
No, I've got Expert Runabout Superstock.
This is the one you're supposed to do. This is Super Runabout Superstock. Expert Runabout Superstock. Different class. Totally different class.
I know, but I still got that.
Same guy's going to race the same class. Right.
So Aaron Richter there on the 279 out of Thailand, sponsored by FKT Concrete. And you got boat number 23. That is Andrei Ikolov out of Russia, sponsored by Explosive Ice. And the K94 of Yangjae Jeong out of South Korea, sponsored by Team Korea. He'll be piloting a Sea-Doo today. Boat number 58, Pelliar Patrice. We seen him race earlier this week. Very fast racer out of France. And he's sponsored by WGP Racing. And he's going to be all the way on the end of the line there. All right, so this is moto number 1 of 3 here for the Expert Runabout Superstock. And they'll be back for the final race of the day, too. This is race number 52. They'll be back on 57. 9 laps to glory. And 279 with a little premature acceleration there.
And they're pulling him back. Look at this. Red, red, red. Here we go. Green. Oh, had trouble getting him restarted there.
All right, looked like a pretty clean start. Everybody getting through the first turn. And look at this battle on the inside right now. Looked like the T142, Cassidy Terapetite, but he hit the brakes right there, and he let the double deuce go by. That is Khalid Almahanadi out of Qatar. On the outside, looks like boat number 9, Jordan Nikolov out of Bulgaria, riding for the Easy Rider team.
Yeah, that's right. Number 9 there making a good cut, so we're going to see when they come together. Can Khalid come across here? It's going to be Mike. It's the inside, Mike. They got a good run.
Yeah, that's going to be Khalid with the early lead right there. We'll go ahead and credit him with the whole shot. Again, riding out of Qatar for Team Qatar on the double deuce. And he did a great job. I mean, just not yielding right there to Cassidy. And I'm thinking Cassidy probably came out in that 3rd position. We'll have to see. 9 still in 2nd. That's Jordan.
Yeah, that was crazy on that turn, the second buoy. They were literally bond line to bond line.
That's Terapetite back there in that 3rd position. Terapetite sponsored by FKT Concrete out of Thailand.
Incredible looking at these riders. Saudi Arabia, Thailand, Russia, Bulgaria, Qatar, France, Russia, Kuwait, South Korea, France, Finland.
Top 2 went to the outside. 3rd place went to the inside. We'll see if Terapetite can get a position here, as it is really busy on that outside split right now. You can see just how rough it is with Jordan Nikolov out of Bulgaria.
Now, Mike, when it gets this rough, and the possibility that inside could be a little bit of an advantage.
Okay, you see where Terapetite came out, just about 2 to 3 seconds behind our Bulgarian rider, Jordan Nikolov. There's Terapetite right there. Trying to find some clean water, but I'll tell you what, it's in short supply out here in the Gulf of Thailand today.
It is definitely rough there, riding in that wake zone of Khalid Almanati is a tough one. The 37, you're going to see there, that's Fahad Al-Reyes. And a good shot of him. And these are the big boats. They throw up a nasty wake. When they get next to each other, they're pushing each other apart. And actually, sometimes you get close, it will suck you in. And then you can see a little boat bang going on. So it's Khalid, Jordan, Kazdit, Fahad, and Peller Patrice out of France.
Well, that's your top 5 right now. I'd like to say a special thanks to our good friends from PTT Lubricants and Freedom Racing. A couple of our co-sponsors here this weekend. Of course, our presenting sponsors, Siam Watercraft, Thai Airways International, Toyota, Gazoo Racing, Amazing Thailand, the National Sports Development Fund, and the Sports Authority of Thailand. As some serious onlookers. Hey, man, you're in a jet ski race, guys. Yeah. Relax.
They are very intensely watching their riders. I believe that's Fahad Arias team there out of Kuwait.
And there's our Bulgarian. He's just charging right through.
It's a Bulgarian blockade going on. Oh, the triple twos.
Uh-oh.
They have problems. That's Kunanong Gujin out of Thailand.
And it looked like, he's heading back to the pit area a little bit early. And there is second and third. Now first place you can see at top left-hand side of our picture as they get ready to go down that semi-back straightaway. Not that long. They'll go there, make a turn, and then they'll head over to the top left-hand side of the track. So, again, about 3 seconds there between second and third place. And as we get a wider angle, you can see first place right there now making a turn at the MasterCard buoy. And first place, once again, going to opt to go to the outside.
Once again, that is Khalid out front there. Khalid, of course, one of our normal riders that does the entire Jet Ski World Series, so he's got to be sitting well in the points for sure. Khalid out of Qatar. 22 is, let's see, Jordan out of Bulgaria. You talked about him there. Nikolov. Kazadit. Terapratit out of Thailand. And then you've got Fahad Al-Reyes out of Kuwait on the 37 boat. And then the French rider, Peller Patrice.
Well, I'll tell you, I think the Bulgarian has the loudest boat out there.
I think you're right, Mike.
So we're in a tent. We hear him go by. We see what's happening on the screen, and we know it's him coming.
We were wondering, where are the leaders? Up there they are, right next to us.
Jordan Nikolov out of Qatar. Got that Sea-Doo, and they used to have, back in the day, there used to be a decibel limit, and that was one thing that I always disagreed with because, when you go to the races, you're there, you want to feel the races, you know what I'm saying?
What?
Exactly. Exactly, if you go to a lot of races, you should probably bring a headset.
That's right. It's like going to drag racing.
Right.
You don't hear it, you feel it.
Well, I think nothing attracts a crowd like noise, so
Absolutely agree.
That's why, I really don't agree with that new thing that they're talking about for Supercross, the electric bikes and stuff like that. That would be a boring race.
I'll be protesting.
Exactly. Somebody runs out of juice in the middle of the race.
You're going to have one hell of an extension cord.
Yeah, right? All right. Onlookers, great fans here in Thailand. Always, the stands are always full, it seems like.
Yeah.
And it isn't even the weekend yet.
Yeah, we're on Friday. Yeah, Saturday and Sunday is going to be, I'm telling you, get here early.
Yeah, pro racing begins tomorrow morning. I believe the stream begins about 9 o'clock. Courtesy flags are up. That's 5 laps down and 5 laps to go. That's Tara Petit right there that has just made a pass on boat number 9, Jordan Nikolov. So Tara Petit moves into second place on the FKT concrete boat.
I'm actually shocked it took him that long because he is so fast normally. You can see that boat set up like the Kaja seat style. Georgi Kaja. I think all these riders are using those now.
Jordan Nikolov out of Bulgaria, still sitting in that third place position, so he dropped one. And it looks like boat number 37, Fahad El Reyes, has moved up into that fourth place. Peller Patrice still in fifth on boat number 58 out of France, sponsored by Energy Racing.
Yeah, Cassidy definitely moved up third to second there. Fahad staying in the same position. Patrice still holding on to fifth. But a lot of footsteps behind these racers now, trying to hold on to the positions. But Khalid Al-Hanadi, the man in control.
You know, the other thing that I noticed, we had it in the last race too, but if you look at our top 5, every one of them from a different country.
Yep.
You know, you got Khalid, who is from Qatar, Kassadit, who's from right here in Thailand, Jordan from Bulgaria, Fahad is from Kuwait, and Pellier is from France. So, I mean... Oh! Look at that.
Talk about rubbing a little fiberglass off there, not afraid to put his chocolate in his peanut butter, and it paid off for him.
Yeah, he stuffed him like a Thanksgiving Day turkey.
Now Tasdeet sitting in second.
Now we got a rider off the boat in a bad spot.
Yeah, you can see the rider over here, boat floating.
So the marshal's going over, and that's one of our first get-offs in here. Let's take a look at the replay, Dave. You can see Terre Petite coming around the outside, has the position, and pushes him a little bit wide.
And he hooks it there. Let's see, I think I was at the boat in third position that went down.
That was South Korea. That was the K94 of Youngjae Jeong. So Terre Petite, I believe, has moved into the lead. Khalid back to second. Jordan in third. Fahed still in fourth, and Pellier in fifth. There is your new race leader, Kassadit Terre Petite.
Man, talk about no fear whatsoever.
No guts, no glory, man. And I'll tell you what, it was all guts right there.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
That's some Thai spirit right there.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, Kassadit Terre Petite is no slouch.
Well, you heard everybody in the stands going crazy out there. You can see that's their guy out there, a hometown hero, if you will.
You got to go with the flow.
That's it. So again, this race right here starting to wind down. You're watching Expert Runabout Superstock. Up next, Expert Runabout 1100 stock. That'll be followed by the Vet Ski GP, race number 54. 55 is the Expert Runabout 1100 Superstock.
As we're looking at Jordan right now, showing him in the fourth position now because Fahad now moved back up to third. You know, Fahad was up in second for a while. Khalid, of course, was our leader until Kassadit just squeezed the trigger and literally parted the Gulf of Thailand to get into the top position.
Jordan Nikolov still maintaining a top 5 position, running in fourth for the Bulgarian Express. Your race leaders in the outside split right now, and there he is, 142, Kassadit Terre Petite. Again, he's sponsored by FKT Concrete. Didn't get the best of starts. You could see he got pushed there.
Yeah.
He got pushed there by Khalid Alamati, but he got his revenge. You know what I mean? What's good for the goose is good for the gander, right?
Exactly. You got to give it right back. A lot of big Kassadit fans now popping up. Well, fire 142, T142, fire, baby.
And then you got Patrick Frank. Looks like Pellier Police. A Pellier fan out of France. There is the Devil Deuce right now. That's Alma Hanadi out of Qatar. I believe still sitting in second. Fahed El Reyes is moving up into third. Jordan back to fourth.
Yeah, Khalid, though, definitely trying to do what he can on the Double Deuce you talked about. You know, Fahad, you know, he's been up and down that scale. But look at this. We've got Henry Mikel now moves into that fifth position.
Yeah, it looks like he was able to get past our French rider, Pellier Patrice.
So Vanio out of Finland now into fifth. So Thailand, Qatar, Kuwait, the Bulgarian Brigade, and Finland.
Followed by France. Top 6, all different countries.
I love it. But
Terre Petite.
That's the man that's going to be looking for that checkered flag.
Yeah, there is your leader. Circumnavigating that inside split.
He came in like a concrete block through the field. I'll tell you, I'm going to smash you if you're in my way.
All right, I believe the checkered flag getting ready to come out, and the checkers are out for that guy right there. How about it? Kassadit Terre Petite, and the crowd goes wild here on Jomtien Beach.
I think that's Kassadit's family up there. So we're going to go ahead and throw it to Jake down there for that celebration for Casadit. Jake, my friend, man, it's got to be crazy down there.
What a fight back from Casadit Tirapratip. The last couple of stragglers still coming in, but what a race that had so many changes to and fro in the top 5 all the way throughout. What a nail biter. Right, okay, we're going to move on now and talk about the competitors in the Runabout 1100 stock. And it's going to be that same battle between Whitling and Sally all over again. Check out the man himself there, Nils Whitling, ready for another great run from the FNW 15 Flamingo squad. And the man he's going to go up against a couple of rows back. Alongside him, we have the fantastic competitor from Malaysia for the Megan Rata racing team, Salfullah Al-Aziz. Oh, I'm nearly sinking, goodness me. The Malaysian in the mix there. The treble 5, Adam Hakimi, going to be an interesting one for the treble 7 performance by Turbo Tuner team. They've got a lot of homework to do. And how about the man who Nils Whitling is trying to beat? This man, Philin Sally, got the victory done for Cambodia in the earlier race for the Flamingo jet ski team. He's going to want to make it 2 from 2. If he does that, it's going to be so hard to take the Grand Prix trophy off him tomorrow. When you've only got 5 or 6 riders in the fleet, there's not that many points to go spare. So it's going to be an interesting one. Then we have the man all the way from the Philippines. That is Anton Nicolas Ignacio. He'll be in tough one. 3rd position in the first race. It'll be tough to see what he can do. And then finally the treble 3, Dean Kroskos from Australia. They're signaling me off, boys. It's all yours.
Hey, thanks a lot, Jake. Once again, down on line, 33 is Philin Sally, 15 is Niels Whitling, 17 is Anton Ignacio, 333, Dean Kroskos. Boat number 81, Sayafullah Al-Aziz Ben Mazar. And rounding out your field, boat number 555, Adam Hakimi. These guys had 1 moto yesterday. They got 2 more to go. Yesterday it was Philin Sally who took the win on boat number 3, so he'll have the bullseye on his back. Niels Whitling took a 2nd. Anton Ignacio took a 3rd. So that's the way they stacked up yesterday. But hey, a whole new day, a whole new race, and a whole new set of conditions.
That's right. And I'm looking at him, Hakimi. It looks like he's on the line. We got 6 boats there. Has no score for moto number 1. Was a no-show there. So he's definitely got a uphill battle for himself. And I do believe there's 6 boats, Mike. You seeing?
Yeah, it looks like 6 to me.
And where is he at? There he's right there.
Yeah, he's on the outside pole on the inside.
So Philin Sally on the pole here, and it's going to be Nils Whitling on the pole for the inside.
Okay, so it looks like Philin Sally, he was able to choose which side he wanted. He wanted to start from the outside.
That's what I was thinking too.
So
I think he knows something.
Yeah, well, he's, that's all you got to do. If you're a racer, what you want to do is you want to watch the races before you to see, who's getting that hole shot. Anton Ignacio with a good start on the outside, side by side with Sally. And on the inside, looks like Niels Whitling, boat number 15, starting to pull out.
Whitling's going to have that inside line coming around for the inside split. Red flag.
Oh, man. Yeah. Red flag, the dreaded red. Comes up here on our 3rd closed course race, the Expert Runabout 1100 stock class. Still 6 more races to go, including this one here.
All right, let's see exactly what happened. They hold the line or somebody jump.
It didn't look like anybody jumped there.
No.
It must have had to be a line infraction.
Yeah, we couldn't really see. Here we go. This would be a better view for us.
Yeah, let's take a look at the replay from up top. And you'll be able to see if there's a line infraction. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it looked like Ignacio. Was that Ignacio that came over on Sally? And you can see he's trying. Yeah, he was trying to take him out.
Here, you go inside. You go inside. I take outside.
Right, exactly.
Whether you want to or not.
Yeah, and he's going to try to contest it.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Hold on, man. We got footage. You make the call. I'll present that question to the world. I was going to say, normally I would say I present that call to you, United States, but no, we'll say it's to the world here. I think everybody can see that.
Hey, Ray Charles saw that.
Yeah, exactly. When he's hanging out with Stevie Wonder, he's seen it too. So Julie Williams says, go Dean Kroskos. How you doing, Julie? Glad you could check out today's racing action. Flynn Solly on the outside, Niels Whitling on the inside.
And Anton Ignacio is the one that got nailed on that, and he was not happy. You can see him shaking his head. Solly will get the whole shot on the outside. It will build Niels Whitling. Now when they come together, that's the big question.
Well, I'll tell you what, Anton Ignacio, I hate to say it, but he's going to work his way through the pack. He obviously not going to get the start that he wanted, but he is going to work his way through the pack.
I think Niels and Phil and Solly are going to give him a run for his money, though.
Yeah, Niels will be coming from the inside split. Niels on the Yamaha out there, and there's Philin Solly on the outside.
I believe they're all on Jet Blasters.
Yep.
1100 Superstock. I think they're the only ones that make them left, right? New ones?
Yep. It's going to be Solly coming out in front of Whitling. Whitling settling in second. That's how they finished in the first moto.
I don't know. That outside, Mike, so quick.
So there is your race leader, Flynn Solly, out of Cambodia, sponsored by the Flamingo Jet Ski Team. Taking a look there at boat number 333. That is Dean Kroskus out of Australia, sponsored by 333 Racing and Australia Jet Ski Parts.
There you go.
Ignacio already working his way. See, he's already passed a couple of riders there. Had to start with a dead engine.
Not surprised with him. Ignacio is such a fast rider.
Got top three right there, all in our view, as we see our Aussies out there going crazy from the AJSA. Australian Jet Sports Association, not to be confused with the American AJSA. And 33, Solly still holding on to that first place position, grabbing the whole shot. Whitling in second, Dean in third out of Australia, Anton Ignacio out of the Philippines in fourth. And then you got Adam Hakimi out of Malaysia running in the top five, and he's sponsored by 777 Performance by Jumbo Tuner.
So we're just looking now. Where did Saifullah Al-Aziz bin Nazar go? Oh, my. There's a battle right now for third.
Yeah, Kroskus winning that battle coming from that outside split.
Well, that was a little bit of a course correction there for Ignacio. He had to go right to go left to go right.
So you got 333, Dean Kroskus right there. And then you had Anton. There's Anton right there, Anton Ignacio. Boat number 17, currently sitting in the fourth place position.
And you can see right now Dean Kroskus is just saying, give me some more power. Look at this, though. He's starting to reel him in just a little bit. Getting out of his wake, getting on that fresh water.
Yeah, and that's your battle for third and fourth right there. So third place right now, Dean Kroskus on the left-hand side of your screen. And here comes Anton Ignacio. Kroskus going to go to the inside. Ignacio going to go to the outside. Let's see if Ignacio gets him. He'll have to drive.
I don't think there's enough white water there to slow Ignacio down. And we've already seen the inside be a little slower. So let's see if Dean did make a bad decision here. Oh, man, it would be heartbreaking.
So we're taking a look right there. That is Dean Kroskus out of Australia. Anton Ignacio over on the far side. And looks like Ignacio getting ready to exit that outside split. And here we go. He's going to have the drive as they come down the front straightaway. And Kroskus able to power out of it.
Dean definitely had a good one there. I don't know. Maybe they're going to eat our words. We thought that outside might be quicker. But Dean Kroskus definitely showed us that inside is still quick if you negotiate it correctly.
Headed out toward the top right-hand side of the track. Your leaders, there is the triple nickel. That's Adam Hakimi out of Malaysia. And Adam Hakimi not making it to the first moto yesterday. So this is actually his first opportunity to collect some points here in the Expert Runabout 1100 stock class. Again, while we have the opportunity, I'd like to say a special thanks to the Sports Authority of Thailand, the National Sports Development Fund, Amazing Thailand, Toyota Gazoo Racing, Thai Airways International, and Siam Watercraft, all proud presenting sponsors here of the Jet Ski World Series and the WaterJet World Cup.
Looks like Burkhard Heiser going, go Niels winning, get him. Then he's referring to Niels going after Philin Solly there, the 33, our leader. You can see him on the splits now.
That was Solly that just came by underneath, and there is Whitling following him right now.
Just came off the splits. Yep.
Yeah, Neil's probably about 5 seconds behind Solly right now.
This is the battle for third with Anton Ignacio and
Kroskus.
Yep.
Yeah, Dean's going to still hold that position, but look at Anton. Anton's going to pull up. He's going to let him know that he's there. You know, I think Anton's just kind of waiting for that right moment to get that pass. You don't want to get together with anybody and take yourself out.
Yeah, Dean's riding by the seat of his pants right now. He's trying to do everything he can. Ignacio, he's making that inside split work for him, I'm telling you. Very impressed with Dean right now.
You see most of the riders all going to the outside, so you got to figure the outside's probably a little bit more choppy than what the inside is right now, because not too many riders choosing that inside split.
Is it if one guy thinks it's quicker, he's going to go out there and everybody else is going to follow? You got to kind of set your own course.
Well, you know, normally the inside is a little bit more choppier, you know, but here we're on the Gulf of Thailand, so I mean it's wide open out there.
Now we're racing on saltwater versus freshwater. That's also another big thing too. Different water reactions.
So again, Dean going to the inside, and you can see Anton Ignacio going to the outside. That's your battle for third and fourth place.
Yeah, as the fans are watching this race unfold in front of them.
There is your race leader, Philin Solly, out of Cambodia, sponsored by the Flamingo Jet Ski Team.
Solly looking very smooth through there. And here we go, Ignacio. He might have him this time.
Ignacio coming from the outside. Again, he's going to have the drive. Kroskus going to have to try to take away that line. And Ignacio going to drive by. Oh,
did you see him give him a little bit of a wiggle waggle?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly what he was trying to do.
Wash him
screw
down.
up that line.
Yep.
And so Ignacio moving into third place. And Dean Kroskus slipping back to fourth. Let's take a look at that pass. Dave?
Oh, man. All right, you see when Dean looks over at him. Ignacio spites him, and let's take your line away, and there it is. Oh, let me squirrel you out a little bit.
You know, and that's funny because you see that all the time in the pro classes, you know what I mean? What that does is that just screws up your line.
And it settles the boat.
Right.
Yeah.
You're getting into some pump wash there. You're trying to stay right outside that line, trying to stay in clean water, and he makes sure that it's not clean.
Some of the GP boats, though, that will give you a spray, and it will get right in your face, too.
Alrighty, and there are your two leaders right there. Philin Solly past the green, headed toward the Devil Red, bottom left-hand side of the track, Whitling in tow. And you can see the gap there. That's between first and second. Here comes Philin Solly down the front straightaway, working left to right in front of the grandstands here at Jomtien Beach.
Yeah, Solly making it look easy, Mike. Tell you, he is so smooth. He hits all his marks there. He's going to be a little tired. That guy's been every race practically. The runabout division.
There's Whitling. Nice shot of Niels Whitling there out of Germany, sponsored by FNW 15, Germany, and Flamingo. So Flamingo helping out a lot of riders here this week.
Oh, yeah, definitely. They're great for the people. I'll tell you, you can see Niels.
There's our Finland crew.
Yep. But Niels has been working with a lot of the Knopf Group, Flamingo, and all them over the time.
It's funny, you see the Finland crew, they all got fans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're not used to this kind of weather up in Finland.
They're looking for a block for a glacier.
Hey,
Yeah, big shout out to Amazing Thailand, having a great time out here, as well as Toyota Gazoo Racing.
one buoy apart. Felin Sali and Niels Whitling both working that outside split, the solid section.
Come on the front straight here. I know they're going to be looking for a sign in the sky there, but I think it's going to be, what, maybe 2 more laps after this next one? Maybe 3?
And you can see, took a look up there at the flagging stand. Ain't going to see a white flag yet.
So 3 laps to go is what I think the word is.
And there's Niels right there. Coming up next, folks, we've got the Vets Ski GP. That is race number 54. 55 is the Expert Runabout 1100 Superstock. 56, the Expert Ski GP. And race number 57 will be the final race of the day. That is the Expert Runabout Superstock. Now, each of these races taking about 15 to 20 minutes each. So if you're looking at what time you need to be seated in front of your 75-inch TV, just take about 15 to 20 minutes for every race.
I agree.
You concur?
I concur. Doctor?
Harumph.
So I do believe there'll be a sign from the sky with 2 laps to go this next time by. I know Phil and Solly is going to be going, man, I'm tired of running about all these races. And Niels is like, just slow down then, I'll catch you.
Well, Felin Sali, he's one of those that could have done what we were talking about earlier today. He could have put the GoPro on backwards because that's where all the action's going on behind him.
Yeah, he is a whole shot at everything.
And again, Sali, part of the Flamingo jet ski team.
So you see that through their split, you can give a good look and gave a good hard look at Niels there, knowing where he's at.
And out comes the white flag. So 1 more lap to go for Felin Sali out of Cambodia. It's like Knopf Insulation, also one of his sponsors.
Yep, good old the Knopf Flamingo team. I mean, it's been, what, 15 years of support they've had with these guys, at least?
Yeah, oh yeah. It's been quite some time. I know Knopf Insulation's been racing out of Havasu for almost, I believe, just about 2 decades.
Yeah, Henry.
They had, they used to have, I believe it was Chabolit Kacharoon and Chakotip Moli was one of their racers, but they've had a ton of racers come out from Thailand, sponsored by Knopf Insulation.
Yeah, absolutely. They had the entire center back pit area just for the Thai riders. There's such a large contingency.
All right, once again, taking a look at the gap there between first and second place. That's Whitling on the right side of the screen. Felin Sali on the left-hand side. Sali at the MasterCard buoy. I'm guessing he's going to go to the outside. Let me put my surprise face on.
And I'll be surprised if Niels goes to the inside. Well, he's the outside again. You just as surprised as I am?
Yeah, I am just as surprised. I tell you, this is an Expert Runabout 1100 stock we're watching right here. And as I take a look over, this is only Moto number 2 of 3. Felin Sali winning the first Moto, so it looks like he's going to carry another 60 points. That'll give him 120 going into the third and final Moto. Niels Whitling have 53 points. He'll have 106, so Felin Sali will have I believe, 16-point lead as a 14-point lead as we head into. And there is the checkered flag, and Felin Sali, sponsored by Knopf Insulation and Flamingo, will take the win here in Moto number 2 of the Expert Runabout 1100 Superstock. And there comes Niels Whitling out of Germany. He's sponsored by Flamingo as well. Top 2 boats, Flamingo boats. Today's event brought to you by the TJSBA, and you can see them guys giving each other a thumbs up. There's a look at the schedule here for the next couple races. Final Moto for the Vet Ski GP is coming up next. All right, you can see there's our Vet Ski GP class down there on the starting line. Jonathan Fan made easy work in Moto number 1 here of that expert ski GP class, Dave.
And there he is right there, the 805 Jonathan Fan from Laguna Niguel, California from the United States. As we looked over there, the 22, that is Sergey Elensenko from Cyprus, running for Fly Team on the Commander. I always love seeing the different, where somewhere the shields in front or the visor, some not.
Arto Charvenpa, number 59 out of Finland. Sponsored by Cone, Ja, and Taverki.com.
There's the number 12 there, Michael Pichard, coming to us from France on the LMC competition.
And it looks like boat number 121, Valery Doha out of the Ukraine. Got 39 points at first race, took a 5th overall.
And the 777s there coming to us from Russia with the Russian Rockets team. It's Evgeny Kuznetsov.
Evgeny Kuznetsov.
Yep. Trying to get some of these names, you got to look for the I to get the longer of the I.
So they're saying 9 laps in this one here. Again, this is the Vetski GP. This will be their final moto. Again, Jonathan Fan, a winner earlier today. We'll see if he can back it up. He's just got to stay in front of Sergey Alasenko.
I want to see some more of the onboards that we watched earlier. Get him on some of the stand-up classes. That was so cool.
Yeah, that was great. Great footage. I'm surprised there isn't drone. Now, if you look in the background, there's one of them Freedom Corvettes. Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
In the background there, if you folks are watching in at home.
Or Camaro or whatever it looks like.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like one of the newfangled vets.
Convertible, of course.
Well, it is a boat.
That's right. Or is it not?
Well, I'd be afraid to take it into salt water, that's for sure.
That's where they're at.
Exactly, I know. And you can, I was looking for it over there in the background. Can't see it now, but there's the 805. That is Jonathan Fan, and there we go. Fan, who walked away with this one on the last race. 22 starting right beside him. That's Sergey Alexenko out of Cyprus, sponsored by the Fly Team. And it looks like Fan going to grab the whole shot.
I'll tell you, he and Kanamori were working on starts quite a bit during the Thunderbolt races. We did a jet ski race down in San Diego. One thing I watched was Kanamori and Jonathan Fan start after start after start after start because they knew it was going to be important to be key to win Thailand.
All right, so that is the 805 Jonathan Fan, who comes from the 949.
I saw J-Rod's mom, K-Rod, jumped on and said, I'm in the 805 area code, that area in L.A.
There's 121, your race leader on the outside, Valery Doha, who was doing very good in the first moto and then ended up having a mechanical issue right toward the end.
Seeing the 121 there, that is Valery Doha, Ukraine. Very thin handle pull on that, and there's an onboard.
Yeah, I was going to say, you wanted to see the onboard. There we go.
Asking you shall receive.
There you go. Nice onboard shot there from Doha.
We should have got one on with Fan facing backwards.
And there's another nice shot of Doha. You can see him running that GoPro that we just got the footage from. Tell you what, the production crew here in Thailand, second to none. They do an amazing job over here, and they know exactly what shots that we're looking for. And you can see, just by all the replays and everything that we've had, they catch all the action.
Great crew, that's for sure.
You can take a look in the distance there. It looks like there may be a little bit of rain out in the distance.
They're talking about this afternoon. We could get it, but it will be after we conclude racing, so it will not be a factor.
All right, so Jonathan Fan your race leader. And there is Johnny on the Kawasaki, sponsored by Hot Products. And Fan working his way from the outside and drops into the front straightaway. And here he comes, left to right in front of you, Jomtien Beach. And you can see the lead that Fan has, a full straightaway lead over second place.
Definitely, but looks like the number 12 trying to get up there, Michael Vachard, trying to challenge Larry Doha. See if he can get up there. I thought he was going to see a little bit battle, though. I think this next time through the splits could be a little bit closer as we go back on board with Valari out of Ukraine. A great shot that is. You can see just how these water conditions are. Gives you a different perspective.
Yeah, I was wondering what happened to Sergei Alexenko. Who was on boat number 22. He came out. He was doing very well, and it looks like he's moved down to fourth place. Yeah, he was in second, now in fourth. Valeri up into second. Michel Vichard.
And looks like Ardo
running top three as well.
The Finnish rider over there, Ardo.
And once again, we got 5 different flags up there as on the leaderboard. The United States.
Good with that.
Yeah, the United States out in front right now, 121. Out of the Ukraine, boat number 12. Out of France, boat number 22 is out of Cyprus, Greece, and boat number 59 out of Finland.
I want to thank for all the folks that are tuning in to our broadcast here for the Jet Ski World Cup, Jet Ski World Series, as we continue to watch the expert ski GP class.
And I believe that is one of our Russian fans out there.
I wonder if maybe related to Sergey.
Yeah, maybe Sergei Alexenko. Alexenko again out there on a Commander. And he's currently running in 4th spot, folks. Coming up next, we'll have the expert runabout, 1100 Superstock. 9 laps here in this one, and that's Michel Vichard that just got ahead of Valeri Doha out of the Ukraine, and you're taking a look through the lens right there on Doha's helmet.
Yeah, incredible. You can see Doha definitely goes a little wide to get out of that jet wash there and then try to get his track going again, but unfortunately lost the position.
And you can see once Vichard got in front of Doha, he's starting to check out now.
And speaking of checking out, Jonathan Fan.
Yeah, Fan is in a race all by himself right now. He's got about a 20-second lead over second place. Turning this one into a snoozer. Jonathan Fan out of the USA. He is a doctor, as you pointed out. Spends his Mondays through Fridays at the hospital.
Or a weekend that he's not racing jet skis.
Or yeah, exactly. When he's not racing jet skis, call and make an appointment.
Great guy. Love his family, too. Just such great people.
Yeah, that was really cool of him in Havasu. I remember his mom brought up all that food for us.
Oh, her egg rolls are to die for.
Amazing. There is second place, Michel Vichard. And he's on some borrowed property right there. Michel out of France. You've seen the Cambodia sticker on the side of the number 12 right there. But
all I can say is Flamingo again.
Yep.
The Flamingo strikes again.
The Flamingos actually fly around here.
Or they're really fast on their feet.
Right. They don't fly in Florida. All right, here's your battle for second once again. And that is Doha coming around the outside. He's sweeping hard, trying to steal position. And boat number 59 slamming that door shut. That's Ardo who just got past Doha. So Doha moving backwards and Ardo moving on up.
Do you know why flamingos are pink?
Why are flamingos pink?
Because they eat the shrimp in the ground and the pink, and they pick up the dye and the iodine
pigment
from it.
The pigment, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually did know that.
Okay.
But everybody else didn't.
No,
so
they don't.
I just wanted to, I wanted to catch that softball.
I thought that was a very interesting point.
Yeah, I was going to catch that softball and throw it back to you.
So we should have all the flamingo boats pink.
Right, there we go. Well, real men ride.
Feed them a lot of shrimp. Oh no, the 22 going down. Sergei Alexenko That's Cyprus there.
Yeah, he started in second. I believe he was in fifth. He may be in sixth now.
Yeah, I don't know if he's getting tired or starting to make some mistakes. It's getting rough there when you're riding in the jet wash of these other machines.
All right, your leaders over on the left-hand side of the track working their way through that outside split. Meanwhile, like I say, Jonathan Fan already onto the right-hand side of the track. That's what kind of lead he's got right now. Not even in the picture. 4 laps to go. And let's take a look at this replay right here. There is Doha on the 121, and you see the rider going down right there. That's Sergey Alexenko. It looks like he just kind of caught an edge and went off to the side. But
yeah, I just could not. You got sucked into that wake.
Pretty quick recovery. Courtesy flags are up here on lap number 5. 4 laps to go. And there comes Doha.
Love that shot as they come around here down the front straight. We pick up the camera. You just see how they circumnavigate this course.
And that's 2, 3, 4, and 5 that you see out there on the track. And there's the 805. That's Fan all by himself. He's already over in the split section. Again, he's got about a 20-second lead on the rest of the pack. Jonathan Fan out of Laguna Niguel.
Oh! Fan spins out. Well, I mean, maybe he just wants to make it a little interesting.
Right. Just stop and do a little freestyle show for everybody here.
I still don't see anybody.
Jonathan Fan down there, now coming down the front straightaway. That's your race leader. 3 laps to go for Jonathan Fan. Again, coming up next, we've got the Expert Runabout 1100 Superstock, followed by the Expert Ski GP and Expert Runabout Superstock. Those are our 3 final races of the day.
Of course, Jonathan, one of the factory veteran racers for Kawasaki there. Monster Energy on his hat there with the part of the Kawasaki deal. Monster Energy Cowie.
Taking a look at boat number 59, Ardo Jarvenpää out of Finland. Sponsored by Kone and jatavargeek.com. That was Michel Vichard that just made a pass by our start-finish line. And you can see as we've broadened the view right there, you can see pretty much the entire right-hand side of the course. Now panning back over into that split section. Jonathan Fan looks like he may have a back marker in front of him as he works that outside split. Yeah, he's got Avengi Kuznetsov out of Russia in front of him on that 777. So again, when he comes past the start-finish line again, there should be 2 more laps to go.
Usually we get a sign, a little peace sign, or 2 laps, 2 fingers up to show them. 2 laps to go, so it gives them a little bit of judgment of where they are. But you know these guys are counting laps in their head.
You know what we used to use that was really cool? We used to have the old 2-1 cards.
Yep.
As when there was 2 laps to go, you hold the 2 card up. So everybody knew, okay, 2 more laps to go. And then you give them the white flag.
At the finals, we used to do that with Cracker. Used to do that. Remember that.
Right. Well, I made him do it at the Surf and Turf events.
Yes. Yeah, your events, you made him do it. Knew he learned it somewhere.
Well, that's the thing about personal watercraft racing. You know, as promoters, you know, we're always trying to make it better. You know, you always want to be proactive and you know, don't stay the same. You know what I mean? Because you
like
know
Mr. Drake.
Everything changes. Yeah, and Drake does a great job right here. He's able to think on his feet. A lot of promoters out there just want to, you know, they think they're still stuck in the 90s.
And he puts all the right people in place.
Oh, and look at that. The Devil Deuce right now getting past 59.
Sergey getting by Ardo. Looks like Cyprus going after Finland.
Yeah, Sergey up into that 5th place position. Now he's going to put his gun sights on Ardo. boat number 59. As they work over to the right-hand side of the track. And again, that is your battle there between 4th and 5th. Back out to Jonathan Fan, your race leader, working his way through the split. Should see the white flag this next time around. Once again, I'd like to say a very special thanks to our host hotel, the Davari Hotel, right here at Jomtien Beach. All you folks listening in, you ever come down this way, man, I'll tell you what, every room has a great view. They got 2 pools, they got great restaurants. Good stuff as the white flag comes out here for Jonathan Fan, and he's looking to go wire to wire here again in Moto number 2.
Great breakfast there. I know you've been trying to keep you back from that buffet. It's been hard.
Yeah, I know. You know what I like about the buffet, man? All the fruit, man, the fresh fruit, you know, watermelon, pineapple, cantaloupe. Gotta love it.
Little dragon fruit. I love it.
So, Fan collecting that white flag. And here is your battle for second in the splits right now. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And we'll let you know who it is as they get ready to come out of the split. And it looks like it's going to be a good race as they come out.
Oh, that's still the 22 and the 59 there. Or 12, actually. It's Michelle Vichard.
Okay, so it looks like 22. It's moved up into 3rd place. Sergei Alexenko. And 59, Ardo Jarpenpa in 3rd. And I believe that's Michael Vichard in number 12.
Yeah, I was
moved
actually
back to
surprised
4th.
Vichard got right up there.
And that's Vichard right there on the Flamingo boat, one of our French riders. And right behind Vichard, you have boat number 59. That's Ardo Jarvenpa out of Finland.
And look at this. He's ready for the cruise control. Looks around. Where did everybody go? All he knows is there's a checkered flag as he looks to make sure somebody's not being the sneaky Pete to get up there and take that position away from him. It's like, where did everybody go?
Right, yeah. Now he just puts it in cruise control, cruises down the front straightaway, and WaterJet World Cup title for that guy right there. Jonathan Fan.
He just won the King Cup.
That's right. Congratulations, winner of the King's Cup from the United States of America in the Veteran Ski GP, Jonathan Fan, out of California, USA.
He's got the right mat kit on there, jet trim. Good old our buddy Frank.
See, he's already pulled in. Now he's coming up. He's gonna.
There's Minoru Kanamori.
Yeah.
Sensei, King Kanamori.
King Kanamori down there, factory Cowie mechanic for many, many years, and him and Fan, obviously very good friends. There's Hero down there. Yeah, the whole Cowie team is down there, and you can see one of our officials grabbing him for an interview.
There's John.
So, and there we go. It looks like we're still drag racing out there. Boat number 12, Michelle Vichard, coming in, I believe, just in front of Ardo Jarvenpa.
Well, he's got to get that boat to tech. Yeah, there's no messing around with that.
Yeah, I'm sure Adrian or Robert will be looking for him. Especially because that was a world championship, or a World Cup championship run right there.
It looks like Jonathan put some, he's getting a little yoked there, and he's been working out hard.
Which way to the gun show?
Yeah, that's Mama right there. That's his mom.
Mm-hmm.
She's
the good cook.
Oh, she is an excellent cook. Very proud to call him our friend, too.
So that was the Vet Ski GP. We've got the Expert Runabout 1100 Superstock. They'll be coming up next. And they may be presenting Fan with his award here. Yeah, how cool is that?
I almost want to run out there and give him a hug, man. It's like a little brother to us. Very proud of him.
Great ride there by Jonathan Fan. Yeah. No doubt about it. He deserves all the accolades. Going over there to give Sarge a high five. Even the course marshal's getting in on the action.
We're family there. That's you know how it is with your surf and turf guys and our our West Coast, team. We spend a lot of time together, and you become family. Got the right Jet Tribe suit on too.
Yeah, making Tony Vo proud. I like it. So now we got 3 green flags behind the starting line. So expert runabout, 1100 Superstock, Moto number 2 of 3. Will be coming up next. That'll be followed by the expert ski GP and the expert runabout Superstock. As we take a look here at our expert runabout 1100 Superstock line.
All right, looking, seeing the 142, Kazatit, Terapratit there, the 142. Look at that. There's Jonathan up there giving that big kiss to the trophy.
And our live broadcast team handed out the trophies out there. Going to do a quick interview with Jonathan. Again, congratulations. That guy, you can tell, obviously, he works very hard. Took the win in Havasu as well.
Yep.
And I believe he's going to be your overall Jet Ski World Series champion in the Vet Ski GP.
Phil and Solly, we're taking a look here in the 33. We did see just a minute Wurakit Mongkolporn.
Yeah, three motos for the 1100 Superstock class. They ran one moto a little bit earlier today. Still got one to go. I believe that'll be run tomorrow. And winner of moto number 1 was Wurakit Mongkolporn. Feline Sali took a second on boat number 33. Niels Whitling took a third on boat number 15. And remember, Kazatit in that first race actually had a mechanical issue. So we'll see if they got that dialed back in.
Well, I only saw 5 boats down there, so I'm wondering.
Yeah, Nawarat did not show up at the first race.
So it would be.
It's only 5 riders in this one.
There's Kazatit right there, the FKT concrete machine. Ponowich on the 911, baby.
And we are at the yellow stage, moving to red.
And wait for it. Oh, there. No.
Oh, man.
Oh,
this guy's going to go. That was a long. That was long.
7 to 14 seconds, right?
That's what they were telling us yesterday.
That
but
might have been
just want to make
seconds.
sure. Yeah, they just want to make sure that nobody's jumping that line. But that was extreme.
Yes, it was extreme, but got to keep them guessing.
That's right. Got to keep them guessing.
58's like, come on, guys. Wurakit's like, I got to go win another race.
So what'll be the interesting here is if anybody gets called for this.
That we have not seen this scenario yet.
Yeah, we haven't really seen this. And Sarge says everybody's okay. I don't see anybody starting with a dead engine there. And they're holding them again. There we go.
Keeping them honest, Mike. Keeping them honest.
All right. I believe that was Terapratit on the outside from the inside pole will grab, looks like he's grabbing the whole shot on boat number 142. As he looks like he is on the inside. Feline Sali looks like he might be your leader on the outside.
So, yeah, Kazatit on the 142. You nailed that one.
KT concrete boat.
Let's take a look here. Is it Wurakit?
Yeah.
It's Wurakit Mongkolporn.
All right, so Wurakit Warkeet will come from the outside and from the inside. Look at this. It's a drag
my.
race side by side, rail to rail. Terra Petit will have he had the position and just pushed him a little bit wide there as they came in.
And you can see Warkeet got caught up in that jet wash there, riding in those bubbles. It's not hard to get forward momentum. It's kind of basically trying to ride in soap.
Right. Cassatit, who again took a 5th in Moto number 1 after having a mechanical issue. Still picked up 39 points. Warkeet took the win in Moto number 1, so he's got 60 points coming into this one. Again, 3 motos. This is only 2 of 3. Third one will be run tomorrow. And again, we hope everybody can join us again tomorrow. Make sure after you leave today's broadcast, make sure you phone a friend, let them know that we're going to be on, I believe, 9 o'clock again tomorrow morning. And Sunday morning, we invite everybody to join us here for the Jet Ski World Series, the WaterJet World Cup, live from Jomtien Beach, Pattaya City.
So Warkeet Mangaporn out there in front as he kind of taught, I believe, Kazati Terapatip a little lesson early on in Moto 1. But Moto number 2, another story. Terapatip said, well, you know what? It's good for the goose, good for the gander. As we take now a look at Phil and Solly in that 3rd position. So Kazati Terapatip, our leader. Warkeet Mangaporn in 2nd, and Phil and Solly, followed by Niels Whitling. There he is on the 15 in the 4th position, and Panowicz on the 911 in 5th.
All right, so that's the way they stack up 1 through 5. 3 tie flags in the top 5. Phil Solly out of Cambodia sitting in 3rd. Niels Whitling out of Germany in 4th. So it's been another great day of racing here. Starting to get a nice little breeze coming through. Got a little hot there for a moment just after the lunch break, but now things starting to cool back down just a little bit. Glad everybody could tune in here to the Jet Ski World Cup Grand Prix. Mike Young hanging alongside Dave Arnold. And Dave, we've really had some fun here in Thailand.
Oh, absolutely. I love this. I mean, amazing Thailand does not really put it into words the way it should be.
Yeah, exactly.
Incredible, amazing, fantastic, a dream state.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I mean, I'm honest, when I'm saying, we're talking about, possibly, getting a place here and living here part-time. I mean, this place I think would be a lot of fun. If we could start working a couple more races over here, just come over here for a couple months every year. I could see myself doing that. I guess I could be bi-coastal. Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
Bicontinental.
Bicontinental, that's it. That airlines went out. that plane already flew.
Yeah, that one's left the barn.
All right, taking a look at Niels Whitling right there out of Germany. Niels again sponsored by FNW 15 Germany and Flamingo. Picked up 48 points in race number 1 with the 3rd place overall. And there you can take a look at the gaps between 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place. First already in the outside split. 2nd place going to go to the outside as well. 3rd place going to follow suit. And it's pretty much a repeat of what we've seen in that first race without Terra Petit breaking down.
That's correct. And, one of the things is we still got a lot of laps to go here. We might see, Niels Whitling split off. We might see Phil and Solly split off. We might see Warkeet. He had the win for Moto number 1. He wants to get up there and deny Kazati Tepti a position.
Well, Warkeet's still, I believe, hitting, still in that second place
Yes.
position. You can see him, and I believe that's Falin Sali
Yep.
right behind him.
And then Niels right behind him.
So
So there's where Keaton talked about in that second position, where he had the win in moto number 1. So I know he wants to put a bullseye on Kazadit's back.
Yeah, he's sponsored by CSL Motorsport here out of Thailand. And there's boat number 911. That's Punawich out of Thailand, sponsored by the K45 Maxima team, the Yamaha team as well, and sponsored by Paul, which I believe would be Dad.
Yep, I'm believing you're correct. Or could be an acronym for something else here.
All right, well, we can make up some
Team
acronyms. Expert Ski GP will be coming up next. That is race number 56 on our schedule, followed by the Expert Runabout Superstock race number 57, which will be our final race of the day.
So Expert Ski GP is a 2-moto format, so that'll be the second moto. We'll get another World Cup winner out of that one. Everybody else going to have to fight it out tomorrow
Yep.
for the final motos.
And there's Warkeet right there, Monglaporn. Getting ready to come down the front straightaway, and you can see third place not going anywhere. That's Falin Sali. Sali hanging out right there. You see him take a look behind him, wants to see where fourth place is at.
It is getting a little rougher than it was from the glassy conditions we saw this morning to now, and it's very deceptive. When you're on the water, believe me, those bumps are a lot bigger than they look from up here.
Right, once again, Sali out of Cambodia, sponsored by the Flamingo Jet Ski Team, as well as Jet Pilot. There's Niels Wittling, number 15, working his way around the bubble out of Germany.
We got some Ponowich fans there. 911, 911.
Don't worry, no emergency here.
Yes, that's right. We're just talking about our man Ponowich.
That's right. So 5 riders here, Expert Runabout, 1100 Superstock. I believe they were going 9 laps instead of 10 as well. I think they cut a lap off of all of these classes in the afternoon. And that's about, well, that cuts off almost nearly 2 minutes per race. Again, special thanks to the Davari Hotel, our host here in Jomtien Beach.
And, of course, the official lubricant of the WGP #1 Jet Ski World Series and World Cup PTT lubricants. I also want to thank Padia People Media Group for helping us advertise and get the word out here in Thailand.
WATERJET World Grand Prix, folks. And it has been another great day of racing. Day number 3 of 5 days here of the Jet Ski World Cup Grand Prix. Second place, Falin Sali. It looks like Falin Sali able to get past Warkeet Monglaporn. So Monglaporn back into third.
And that's not what he was looking for.
Yeah, Monglaporn, a winner in Moto #1. Sali taking a second, currently sitting in second right now. So if he stays where he's at, that'll give him 106 points going into the main. And Monglaporn would have 108 points going into the main.
And
Kassadit would have 99 points going into the main.
Yeah, it was a bad race for Cassidy, breaking down in Moto #1, having ramifications through the rest of the motos there.
Expert Runabout, 1100 Superstock. That's what we're watching out there. There is your leader, Kassadit Terapetit. And it looks like he's got company. Takes a look behind him right now.
I think he was a little shocked that somebody was that close.
Right, and you can see
Yeah.
everybody taking a look, all the onlookers there. He's like, does he know that Falin Sali's right there and
Yeah.
Falin's in second? And there's a
Look at this now. This
top
really
three.
shows you.
Yeah, top three all down the front straightaway.
I'm going to see some guys splitting off going through the splits this next time around, I think.
So it looked like Cassidy was actually just kind of trying to save that boat, but maybe
Yeah.
a little bit too early. And these guys have raced themselves right back into the picture.
Maybe he sat back and kind of started cruising, thinking he was a little safer there. You never know what was going through his mind.
Right, he's on a Sunday drive on a Friday afternoon. You don't want that.
Boy, oh boy, he just got a lot closer than we thought. Hopefully he's not chasing gremlins from early on that affected the first race.
Yeah, Falin Sali with a pole in the water, and he's trying to reel him in a Terra Petite.
Terra Petite is not walking away, was he like earlier? Now Solly really starting to lead. Oh, whoa, someone went out with Solly for a second.
Okay, well, it looked like Terra Petite hit the afterburners there,
Yeah,
and he
he
started
did.
to pull on Falin Sali down that back straightaway. Now about 2.5 seconds between first and second place. That's the gap as they hit the MasterCard buoy. And your race leader going to go to the outside split, and second place going to follow suit.
And it looks like same with third place there.
And you can see 1, 2, and 3 are pretty much separated from the rest of the pack. There's Niels Whitling now coming into the picture, hitting the MasterCard buoy. Currently sitting in that fourth place position. But look at Falin Sali. He is all over Cassatit like a cheap suit, baby.
Oh, man, he is all over him for sure. And look at him. He is working inside and outside of that jet wash there.
Well, I think he's trying to get in his head, you know.
Yeah.
He wants to make sure that he knows that I'm right here.
Show him the front bumper. Show him the front bumper.
Okay, now this is what I'm going to say. If Cassatit looks behind him, he's not going to win. If Cassatit focuses, he's going to win.
Yeah, I always call that the look of death. When you look back, pretty much done.
All right, so the white flag's out. Less than a lap to go. Cassatit, Terra Petite.
He looks too relaxed. Is something going on or what?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and, you know, I mean, a lot of people would be a lot more tense than
That's what I'm
Cassidy is
He
right
looks
now. Yeah,
relaxed.
he's just got spaghetti arms out there right now.
Yeah, is he whistling while he's racing? You know, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
I was going to say, yeah, he's got it on the slow station. And you can see
Smooth
Terra
jazz.
Petite. He's got exactly all jazz all day. We're going to slow things down. So there we go. Can he do it? Can Falin Sali get him? Again, this is Moto number 2.
You know, though, Casadit has pulled him every single time. It's through here that Solly catches up. Now to Solly. Split to the inside. He does.
Okay.
Oh, boy. We got a challenge going, Mike.
This is where it's going to, well, we'll see.
Where a kick goes to the inside, too.
Now, see, the other thing, though, is Cassatit can
Or
see
outside.
actually where second place Sali is right now, because as they come together, you can see where your competition is.
Yeah, but now is Warrakeet now going to get in Phil and Solly. That could be opening the door. Look how smooth that water is for Warrakeet. Here we go. Solly making the final turn. The checkered flag is coming out.
Oh, up comes the checkered flag. Terra Petite, he's going to grab the checkered flag. Falin Sali going to end up in second.
And Warrakeet will get that third spot.
And rounding out your top 4 will be Niels Whitling out of Germany. So a nice race there for the 142 winner chicken dinner.
There you go. Come on down to Binions and enjoy.
That's right. So a great race right there. Coming up next, don't forget, we've got the Expert Ski GP for all of our Expert Ski GP fans out there. And live stream land, this is your race. Well, I'll tell you what, our man Jake is on the scene down there in the pits on the beach. Let's go to Jake and see what he's got for us.
That's the thing about jet ski racing. It really can go right down to the wire. Love it. Right. This is crunch time in the Expert Ski Grand Prix. This is the second and final moto, and it's very important indeed for Matthias Reynas to keep a clear head. Now, he's got a big battle up against the Cambodian Mustang Min. And of course, whoever wins out of the two of them is going to win the World Cup. If Mustang Min wins, it's count back, so he gets the victory. But if Matthias Reiner does it again, then he's the winner. It's going to be so close and right down to the wire. Over to Dave Arnold and Mike Young. Boys, you're in for a proper show.
No, thanks, Jake. I tell you, I know that. Again, this is the Expert Ski GP that is coming up next. And again, down on the line, we should have boat number 328, Matthias Reines, out of Estonia. He was the winner in race number 1. Mustin Min took a second out of Cambodia, sponsored by the Flamingo Jet Ski team. Raikiki Masuko out of Japan took a third on the Hyperion, and he'll be on boat number 11. Boat number 95 is Ryuji Masuko out of Japan, also on the Hyperion. Hugo Pastorello took a fifth out of France. He'll be on boat number 88, riding the Kawasaki. And coming to us out of Russia, sponsored by the Chernuka team on the Fast Power Sports boat. That is Visavad Chernuka. And boat number 224, Farafat Thongkon out of Thailand, sponsored by the Bangkok Jet Club. Boat number 22 is Sergei Alisenko out of Cyprus, sponsored by the Fly team, and he'll be on a Commander this weekend. Boat number T30, Tanawid Moli out of Thailand, sponsored by the Flamingo Jet Ski Racing team on the GP 1R. Boat number 289, Patapan Playanwong out of Thailand, sponsored by the KJ Racing Factory. And boat number 97, Lachlan Gibbons out of Australia, sponsored by the Gibbons Group. He will also be on a GP1. As we take a look at going down the line there, boat number 95, Ryuji, coming to us from the land of the rising sun. Boat number 37, that's Visafald Chernuka out of Russia. A lot of Russian pilots here this weekend. Boat number 97, that's Lachlan Gibbons out of Australia. I know we had a lot of Aussies watching in a little earlier today. And out there on the Double Deuce, that is Sergei Alisenko, who took an 8th in the first moto. Moving on to boat number 289, that's Patapan Playanwong, sponsored by the KJ Racing Factory out of Thailand. And then we've got Matthias Reines, boat number 328. Reines taking the win out of Estonia, sponsored by B&J Parts. Taking the win in moto number 1. He's got 60 points, and he's got the lead heading into moto number 2. And there is Ryoichi Masuko on that Hyperion boat, the Kawasaki Hybrid. 88 is Hugo Pastorello, son of Jean Bruno Pastorello. The T30, that is Tanawid Muli, and Tanawid had some problems, had some mechanical problems before the first race, and ended up using a backup boat loaned to him by Kevin Redder, and both boats had problems, so Tanawid ended up in 9th in moto number 1, and that is the T224 of Farafat Thongkon out of Thailand, sponsored by the Bangkok Jet Club. And there is one of our Freedom boats. You know, you heard Dave and I talking about the Freedom boats. Looks like a Corvette on the water. And that's what we got going on out here at Jomtien Beach. It's a party. Look at that. And I'll tell you what, I want to start racing those. You know, I need a sponsorship. Where is Freedom at? Man,
I'm down.
Dave, I'm leaving the booth, man. I got to give you a Freedom sponsorship. They look like they're having fun out there.
Telling me we should get a couple out there and go do some laps.
Oh, I'd be the hit in Florida.
Just bring some extra gas.
Yeah, right?
We'll see you in a month.
There we go. We are green. And it looked like we were clean and green so far, making sure that everybody kind of holds their line. You can see the guy in the back kind of dropping over, but I don't think that'll be called because he just wants to get in without...
yeah, if everybody else in front of him, it's not going to matter. It's not going to be a hold your line violation whatsoever. It's when you're next to somebody, which we saw happen already.
We were almost 3 wide on that inside, and looks like boat number 20, your early leader out there, must have been on the inside. He'll grab the whole shot there.
All right, let's see who's going to get the outside here. We're going to get a shot. And here we go. It is the 224. Oh, my goodness. That is Purapat Thongkon out of Thailand, Bangkok Jet Club by Panpoon.
And it looks like he may grab the whole shot there. Farafat on the 224 coming from the outside. He's got the whole shot. Second place. Looks like he might be coming from the outside as well. That is a 328. Matthias Reines. Bustin Min has to settle for third after having the whole shot on the inside.
I mean, after we watched the inside-outside, it was so close the last couple of races, and that was just crazy. But, you know, Bustin Min trying to fight with Matthias. Mattias, I mean, was just incredible how he just grabbed that throttle. He grabbed a fistful.
Yeah, he stayed in it. He wasn't letting up, that's for sure. And that's Mattias Reinis right there, currently in second place out of Estonia, sponsored by B&J Parts.
He definitely gave the Mad Dog look when he looked over at him there. He says, I'm not backing off, Mustin.
Yeah, Benji Francois helping him out.
Now part of that B&G Parts, making a lot of the, parts for the SXRs as well as the aftermarket holes now.
Yeah, boat number 20, Mustin Min, still in that third place position. And he's got to be wondering, what the heck happened there? I got the hole shot on the inside. How'd I get in third?
Well, what I want to know is...
they look perplexed, too.
Yes. How did that happen? Where is Tana Weed is the question there.
Right, Tanawid Moli, that's who we're looking for. That's the 224 right there. That is Farafat Thonkin, your race leader. And Thonkin in race number 1 took a 7, so he's really kind of playing the spoiler here in this second race. But again, may have just had a bad first race. We'll see how he ends up. There is Mattias Reinis.
Mattias looking very comfortable, Mike. I'll tell you, when he threw there. Min, though, it definitely is an attack. He is looking for redemption after losing that second spot to Mattias. But Mattias was not going to back off. He's a fierce competitor. We watched him grow through there.
And that was, I believe, Chaco Teat Moli.
Yeah.
They were showing there on the bottom of the screen. Tanawid's dad and multi-time national and world champion.
There's Hugo Pastorello there, the 4th place rider, son of our endurance man, the hardest man to stop in the number 8, but he had some problems today. Hugo having a good ride.
Yeah, 95 making a pass right there. That was Ryuji Masuko, boat number 95 on that new Hyperion. He ended up in 4th place after the pump wash cleared.
I know, it was incredible. He was able to hold that one on. He had a good finish, of course, as we saw, 4th overall. But here's a replay on that pass there as he gets by his teammate, the 11 there, Rakichi Masuki.
Right,
Masuko.
I believe they're brothers.
Yep. Brother, teammate, roommate.
Yeah, roommate. So taking a look once again at your race leaders, Mattias Reinis trying to close the gap on Farafat Thonkin. Thonkin again riding for the Bangkok Jet Club. And some onlookers.
Speaking of the Bangkok club there.
Mm-hmm.
Fast Power Sports Thailand, one of their distributors for the Fast Power Sports skis. 7 laps to go for our leader, Burapat Thongkon.
Yeah, let's see if Farafat can make it happen.
He's got one of the Fast Power Sports, the Dustin Montzuris version there. AKA, we're going to have to call him the spoiler, Mike.
328, Reinis still holding on to that second place position. Again, Reinis a win in Moto number 1.
If it stays where it's at right now, that would give the World Cup and the championship there to Mattias Reinis.
Yep. Yeah, see, he would have 113 points. Mustin Min would have, I believe, 96 points. And then Farafat, who is actually in the lead, would have 93 points.
Yeah, still that would make Mattias on top.
Mattias Reinis.
As long as it stays the way it is.
He's in the driver's seat for the overall championship of the Jet Ski World Cup Grand Prix here in Jomtien Beach. So Farafat, once again, your race leader, followed by Reinis out of Estonia. So you get Thailand in front, Estonia in second, Cambodia in third, France in fourth, and Thailand in fifth with Tanawid Moli getting into the top 5. Must have had a bad start, Dave.
Yeah, he might. Yeah, for sure. And of course, that was tough to watch him in the Moto number 1 with his ski. Couldn't get far. They took the plugs out. Couldn't get it. Got Retterer's ski down there. Got a couple laps. Was leading, and then problems. So hopefully the bad juju has gone away on Friday the 13th for Tanawid.
Well, we were taking a look there at second place Reinis and third place there Mustin Min. Only a couple seconds between those riders there. And there's Hugo Pastorella, boat number 88 on the Cowie.
How impressed are you with Hugo right now on the bigger, heavier boat in a good position, top 5? They got Kawasaki's got to be happy. There's Tanawid as we look at him now in the Fast Power Sports number 30.
Tanawid Moli still hanging out in that 5th place position.
There's Pops.
There is
John Bruno.
John Bruno, who had a tough day today.
Yeah, took the win earlier, and unfortunately, the second moto did not go as well for him today. Braking.
Taking a look at boat number 95. That's Ryuji Masuko. And again, he's on one of those Hyperions, and you say that's kind of like a Kawasaki hybrid, right?
Well, yeah, it's a collaboration, let's call it, between Kawasaki and Hyperion. You know, aftermarket. Most all these skis are running Kawasaki motors, but the technology of developing that came along with also Sensei, Mr. Kanamori.
Mr. Kanamori, yeah. So now are these Hyperions, are they running 1500 engines?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
They are running the Kawasaki 1500.
All right.
Boosted up.
Right. Well, just so our fans want to know, so
Yes.
we want to make sure that it's an educational program. You're not going to get much, but you got that.
Maybe you like Romper Room, but it's Mike and Dave's Romper Room.
That's right. And it looks like our romper room needs straightened up right now. Glad they don't have a camera in here. Kevin Redder watching on as Tana Weed, one of his teammates. Tana Weed again and Kevin Redder on the Flamingo Jet Ski Racing team. And there we go as they come out. That was a 328. That was Reynes. Reynes looks like he just moved into the lead.
I was going to say, he just got by on Purapot.
So Matthias Reynes, I'll tell you what, he's putting an exclamation point on it is what he's doing.
He's putting his foot down saying, mine.
Right, exactly.
I'm the big dog.
Not in my store, you don't.
Yes.
Here we go, the number 224, that's still Farafat.
Purapot, though, no slouch by far, as well as the man behind him, Mustin Min.
So Reynes and Min could be running 1 and 2, and you can take a look at the pass as Reynes comes out. He takes a look over and just steals that line away.
Took it off the inside. Just when we say that, oh, it's not as fast, he makes a liar out of us.
Well, you got to watch the marshals. They're pretty
Yeah.
sneaky. They move stuff around when we're not looking. You know, when the camera's not on them.
Come on, Sarge.
They're like busy little beavers out there.
Building buoys in the backyard.
That's it. And I'll tell you what, the crowd not going anywhere. You know,
No.
we only have one more race left to go. Normally, you know, the seats start to empty out a little bit. But I'll tell you what, I love this crowd, man. They are really into personal watercraft racing.
It's a GP class. How can you leave?
Exactly.
I mean, an expert runabout Superstock.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
That is a, as we know, one of the riders, a very loud machine. But,
Right.
That's what brings the people to the beach.
You're talking about the Bulgarian Express?
That's right.
All right. We'll talk about them in just a couple moments. Let's talk about that guy right now, Matthias Reynes, having a terrific season here in 2024 and trying to lock up an overall title here for the Jet Ski World Cup Grand Prix, which started back in Poland, went to Lake Havasu in Arizona, USA, and now here in Jomtien Beach. Reynes dominant.
And look behind him, you can see Purapot right now trying to catch up, though, but Reynes slowly pulling away. Min is now into second place. He got by, oh my gosh, he got Purapot. So a new change in the order with Min now chasing Matthias.
And that's the way that they were in the first race. The top two, at least, Matthias Reynes and Bustin Min, that's how they finished. They finished like this. Reynes will have 120 points. Min will have 106 points.
Ryokichi, though, where's he at is the question. Yeah, he was third in motor number 1. He has fallen back just a little bit. Definitely not in the top 5 as Tanaweed Moli still capping out the 5th position.
Wow,
with Hugo Pastorelli in 4th.
Yeah, so both of the Masuko brothers not in the top 5, and they took 3rd and 4th collectively in moto number 1.
I want to know which one was older. Which one came out first? Is that the order?
Well, it could be. I don't know. I didn't see where they were at in the lineup.
You know, the old Woolmates.
All right, off the MasterCard buoy into the split once again.
All right, a great shot there of Hugo Pastorello. The double eights, the crazy eights. The Frenchman.
And I think Tanawid Moli went to the outside split, but there's a lot of traffic there on the outside split.
Hugo's got smooth water. 2 turns to go until he comes around to the front. See if he can hold on to his position.
That looks like the 5, Friday at 5 right there on that outside split.
Hugo was in fourth or fifth place for moto number 1. Looking to better it here with a fourth as Tanaweed not able to capitalize with that traffic slowing down just a little bit. Pastorello holds on to fourth.
And there's a nice shot at Tanaweed Moli. Again, one of our Flamingo racers out of Thailand. And he's caught up in some choppy stuff, as is boat number 95. He took a fourth, moto number 1, Ryuji Masuko.
Yep. He's sitting sixth right now.
Currently sitting in sixth, yeah. So I'm still wondering who's going to be third place on the podium. Matthias Reynes, Mustin Min looking at 1 and 2 right now. If Mustin Min gets past Matthias Reynes, then Mustin Min takes the overall.
Now, if it goes Reynes 10, Pastorello running 5, he's back in the position there. No. So if Pastorello stays in fourth, he could be third.
He could be, he could be third on the podium then. Yep.
See, that's why we wore flip-flops today.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to simplify. Once again, coming up next will be the expert runabout Superstock. With, again, only a couple more laps to go here. Can Matthias Reynes hold off the charges by Mustin Min? If Mustin Min wins, he's your champion.
Well, we got one lap to find out because the white flag is out. The charge to the checkered flag.
All right, the hallelujah flag. There's Mustin Min. You see, Reynes is he's extended that lead. I don't know if Mustin Min has just said, okay, well, I'm good with second, because it doesn't look like he's charging as hard.
Battle for fifth there.
That's Tanaweed Moli. Looks like Moli going to overtake that fourth spot.
No, that was Ryuji. The 95. Yeah, no, but that was 95.
They said he got past him. So once again, Tanaweed. Well, we can tell you who your leader is, Matthias Reynes. And it's Mustin Min back there in second. And you can see half of the Gulf of Thailand is shady, and half of the Gulf of Thailand where they're running right now is nothing but sunshine.
So Matthias on the home stretch now. Min, you can see two buoys being. Little mistake by Matthias.
Once again, what I tell you, mental fitness, man, that's part of that hat trick that you need, mental, physical, and the boat's got to stay together, the hat trick, to becoming a champion. So let's see, did second place to Mustin Min? No, the Mustin Min's there in the background. So
second.
Yeah, he's going to get second. Matthias Reynes comes out comes the checkered flag. And congratulations, your Jet Ski World Cup Grand Prix champion, Matthias Reynes out of Estonia.
And then it's going to be Mustin Min right behind him as he crosses the stripe there between the checker buoys. And it looks like Hugo's going to hold on to fourth. And oh no, Tanaweed gets passed. And it's going to be Ryuji.
Tanaweed going back to sixth.
Yeah, wow.
Reynes, however, though, going to take the win. Congratulations to that young man right there out of Estonia, sponsored by B&J Parts.
Talk about getting a ton of weight. So third will be Purapat Thangkan. See him there, and heartbreaker there for Tanaweed. But I'll tell you, hats off to Ryuji.
Well, I would imagine we're probably going to have a little award presentation here real quick for Matthias Reynes. As these guys, Expert Ski GP, only had two motos. Matthias Reynes, perfect. As you know, his father coming down, or that's Benji rather. Benji. That was Benji that just gave him a hug, his sponsor, Benji Francois. And there's Yuki Kariashi Francois, former world champion in her own right.
Yes, absolutely. They got their daughter coming up next. But how about Hugo Pastorello?
Yeah, he did very well.
This is a stock hole in a GP class. A lot of people say not possible to get podiums or at least be in the top 5.
Right.
Well, Hugo just did it. Hell of a rider.
All right, so Matthias Reynes being taken over for our trophy presentation, which will be happening here momentarily. Once again, coming up will be the final race of the day, the Expert Runabout Superstock.
All right, we're taking a look now at the 22. There it's going to be Khalid Alma Anadi at a Qatar team. There's the 37 there. That's Fahad Ahres coming to us from Kuwait. Then the 33. That is John Akif Dildar, him out of Saudi Arabia of the High Wave team. And then the 82 of Henry Michael Vanio out of Finland for Team Vanio. Then the 222s. Kunarong Kujin out of Thailand, 777 Performance, Jumbo Tuner. And there's our rider from Korea, the K94, Yoon Jae-young, rider for Team Korea. Very happy to be here. And there is a man that's fast who won Moto number 1, Kazatit Terapratip, a legend here in Thailand. And there's the number 9, the Bulgarian Express, Bulgaria Easy Rider, Jordan Nikolov. The 23, that is Andrei Aklev coming to us from Russia on the Explosive Ice team. And then the 279, that is Aaron Richter from France on Team RHR. We're moving on to the 76. He comes to us from Russia on the Explosive Ice teams, Alexei Bruzrakov. And then the 74, Steve Frankenberg from France, Energy Jet Racing. And then the 58, also from France, that is Peller Patrice, Energy Jet Racing. Once again, we are for Expert Runabout Superstock. And there's our winner in the last race, receiving his win for the King Cup there. That is Matthias Reynes, the number 1 GP World Cup winner. Expert Ski GP. Very nice young man. Product of our junior program over the years, and now to see him grow up and still have the success that he has is incredible. 9 laps make up the distance here for the Superstock. Will it be Terapratip taking the win again? Well, we'll have to find out. But Alana Hani out of Qatar is going to try and deny him. He was second. And Ares on the 37 was third. There's the double deuces of Khalid Al-Hanadi. Cutter. We got a Go Jordan. Someone for the Bulgarian Express. Here we go. Red and green. And we've got a great start. Let's see if everybody's going to hold their line. That will be the question. And it's red flags across the board. I didn't think we were going to get out of here without another red flag today, but we did.
Well, I'll tell you, we went from having a lot of red flags on Wednesday, and then yesterday only 1 red flag.
18 to 1 to 3.
To 3 right now, yeah.
Okay,
well, actually, we got 2. I think we only had 2 today.
This is 3. Well, we had the one where the guys jumped, but nobody was penalized.
Yeah, right.
Still was a red flag.
All right,
Not
taking
as bad,
a look.
So nobody didn't have to come back.
I don't know if they're going to call the guy on the inside.
Was it a hold your line infraction is what I'm thinking.
It had to be a line infraction, yeah. It's because they looked like they were.
Ah, there it is.
Yeah, he goes way over right there, pushes everybody wide. So I believe it was the third one from the outside start. That's who I think they'll call for as the guilty party. Not quite sure who that was, but we'll let you know as soon as we know as they come back in. Looks like we've got some more GoPro footage for you there. Just for you, Dave.
Just for me. That's my favorite.
It is, you know. I mean, it really puts you in touch with the rider. I mean, and you're right in the action. I mean, you're taking a look right
like
through his goggles.
A video game.
Right, exactly. Exactly, with no controller.
You're along for the roller coaster ride.
Exactly. Hold on tight. You're in the back seat. So once again, they brought him back to the starting line. Only one moto in this one so far. They've got a total of 3. This is moto number 2. It was, okay, I gotcha. So I believe they are penalizing the Bulgarian Express.
Blake Corning on says, don't call him late for dinner. Blake Corning, don't call me late for dinner.
Jordan Nikolov, the Easy Rider team. It looks like he might be starting with the dead engine here.
Ross Moore looking down the line here to make sure everybody else is ready. As the lights start up, anywhere from 7 to 14 seconds from red to green. 37, that's Fahad Ahres out of Kuwait.
Party foul.
Oh, not something that he normally does. Yeah, party foul is right, Mike. Especially the last race of the day. Easy Rider.
Right, so now 2 red flags here, last race of the day.
Part of the Pro Rider family there in the Kuwait store. I know they got one in Abu Dhabi too.
Yeah, well, speaking of Pro Rider, we'll be it's a couple of us actually doing some articles from out here in Thailand. I know Robert Sand's going to do one. We're doing a little lifestyle piece, you and I, Dave.
Yep. Talk about their trip here to amazing Thailand.
Going to see Fahed Al Reyes. And he just guns it a little. Yeah, he knew that he was guilty. They tried to time that start, and I'll tell you just can't time it because it's so inconsistent. You know, they said,
and that's why they did that.
Once it goes to the yellow, it's 7 to 14 seconds before it goes to green. So, you just gotta wait. You just gotta wait for the green.
And he was third in moto number 1.
Don't even play the card that you guys didn't do anything. Come on now. We all saw you.
So I know Caleb, one of our course marshals, does work for that Pro Rider shop where they sell all the cool stuff.
Oh, okay.
Suits, helmets, gloves.
Cool.
Whatever you need in Abu Dhabi and I believe Kuwait and Dubai and all that stuff. They got killer shops.
Nice. And Simon Ricks, one of our beach directors, along with Peter DeSmet.
Or as we like to call him, our Thailand cruise director.
And he's like, why didn't you hold it? Why didn't you hold it? It's your fault. No, it's your fault.
Is there a little finger pointing going on there, Mike?
Yeah, I think so.
Sometimes I'd love to have a microphone down there, hear what's going on.
I can read lips, but I can't read foreign language lips. All right, so unfortunately.
I understand the same word translates. No.
Right. All right, there's number 9, the Bulgarian Express, starting with a dead engine, Fahed El Reyes. They took 3rd and 4th in the first race.
I know, that's what's so crazy. Oh, we got a Russian too?
Yeah.
4 penalized. 4 riders, Mike.
Right, why don't we just start with a Le Mans start and call it.
I'm down.
No false starts with the Le Mans start. All right, here we go to the inside and the outside as we pan in on the inside. Let's take a look there. It looks like the Devil Deuce out there. That is Khalid Al-Mahadi. Now, remember, he got pushed out by Cassidy in race number 1. Again, he pushed Cassidy in the first race. Now, Cassidy looks like he is your leader on the outside.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Here we
Cassidy,
go.
Mike.
Ain't no love lost between these two. Amadi coming from the inside.
It's Cassidy.
Cassidy Terapetite doesn't have to work and get past Alamati now.
Yeah, Khalid now settles in that second position, but there's a lot of footsteps out there. A long race, 9 laps make up the distance as they come around. First time we'll see that across that checker starts another 9 laps.
Once again, 3 motos in this race. You're watching Moto number 2. Casadit, a winner in Moto number 1. Khalid on boat number 22 was a second place. We haven't went back to third yet, but third was Fayed El Reyes, who started with a dead engine, so I don't imagine he's in third right now.
I believe that's the triple twos there. That's Kanarong Kujin out of Thailand.
Wow, took a 12th in Moto number 1.
Third, Khalid second. Yeah, so it is Kanarong, and then Patrice, and then John Akif on the 33.
Yeah, Jean Akif took a 6th in Moto number 1 out of Saudi Arabia, sponsored by High Wave.
Talk about switching up the order.
Wow, and again, we have, we got 4 different flags there in the top 5. There's Cassidy Terrapetit, and you're kind of looking through the goggles right now. That's what he is seeing as he is working the closed course out here as a part of the Jet Ski World Cup Grand Prix.
I would have loved to see the start on that GoPro.
Yeah, that would have been Khalid Al-Hamadi.
I want to see like 4 of them with picture and picture and picture and picture.
And there's Kunarong still back there in the third spot. Again, Kunarong took a 12th in Moto number 1, so he's trying to climb his way back onto the podium. Still has this moto and another moto to do it. As we take a look at boat number 58, that's Peliard Patrice currently running in that 4th spot. There is your battle for 5th, and I believe that was Aaron Richter.
Yep, the 279.
Who just overtook that 5th place position on 279. Heads down to the bottom right-hand side of the track as they work their way through the chicanes. Right-hand side as they view it from the grandstands.
And the question is, where is Fahad Ares and also the Bulgarian Express? Jordan Nikolov, we got to look for him too. Because there he is right there. There's Jordan and that Fahad.
Fahad El Reyes. Both of them started with a dead engine. So I'm trying to figure out where they are, probably back there around 7th and 8th. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, too.
14 total riders here in this Expert Runabout Superstock. Final race of the day here.
You're in the race, but you're not really in the race anymore.
Right. Well, you got to get as many points as you can right here. Obviously, you're probably not going to get first, second place points, but because first and second are running at a blistering pace out there.
Oh, look at this, to 22.
Okay.
Hanadi and Tara Trapete.
Are we looking at a payback here?
I'm thinking possibilities.
Okay. And the crowd's going nuts. And we're taking a look at what we can see here. Still Cassidy, Khalid, and Conarong.
Yeah, we're going to see this guy develop, Mike.
As we look onto the right-hand side of the track here.
Well, I can tell you Jordan just went by us. I heard him.
Right. So I believe that's Terra Petite that we're looking at. And again, here comes Al-Mahdi. Al-Mahandi. Hanadi, rather. Again, goosing that throttle, only about the 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds off the pace being thrown down here by Casadit as they head up to the MasterCard buoy. Casadit makes a turn. Looks like he's going to opt to go to the outside. And there we go. Put your seat backs and tray tables in their upright and locked position, folks. We're getting ready to take off here in Thailand.
Mike, it's going to be a short takeoff here, too, as these guys try to get there. Oh, Terpatip, a little bit of mistake there. It's getting rough, Mike.
Yeah, little bobble right there. We'll see if that hurts him as he comes out. He's going to have the drive coming from the outside. And we'll see if Khalid Al-Mahadi will take away that line, and there we go. It looks like, Terra Petite actually extending that lead, but you can see that gap being closed so quickly there by Al-Mahadi. Alma Hanadi with a pull in the water, trying to reel in Terra Petite.
What do you say, trying to reel him in like a big mouth bass?
Yeah, that's it. As they head down that back section of the course. Little chicane right here before they got the straightaway over there on the top left-hand side of the track. before they make the turn to come back in toward the split section. And again, about 3 seconds in between first and second. There we are at the MasterCard buoy. I'm guessing Cassatit will go to the outside. And there we go. Khalid going to go to the inside.
Yeah, Khalid's going to keep working it here. You can see how rough it is out on this water. It was calm. It was smooth this morning. This afternoon, the conditions. Oh, no! The Bulgarian Express. Oh, my goodness, Jordan. He was moving so fast.
Getting the toe back to the number 9 right there. Jordan Nikolov out of Bulgaria, sponsored by Easy Rider. Tough break there for the Bulgarian Express. It's Terpetit. He's got his hand up.
There's a problem.
What?
Has he got a problem?
I think he may have a problem.
Or was he waving to people?
Well, I don't know. He still had his hand up. Now he's got to put his hand down. I mean, just so he can make the turn right there. I don't know if he's got a problem or not. He's got the hand up again.
But not the throttle hand.
Right.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
There's an issue. You're right, Mike.
Yeah. Terpetit.
He was waiting for it.
And look, you can see he keeps looking behind him, wants to see where Alma Hanadi is as...
We're seeing a motor go south, I think.
Right. Yeah, man, a Terpetit winner in Moto number 1. Now it looks like he's under full power again.
I know, it's incredible.
Yeah, now he's not taking the arm off, and I don't know. Was he just was he playing with him?
I'm just saying.
Is he getting in his head?
Head games?
I don't know. It was a song by Foreigner.
Yeah, beat me to it.
Hairband guy, man. You got to remember.
I know you and Leslie just kill me on those.
Well, we grew up in a town that had 10 months of winter.
Yes, I know.
We were inside a lot.
Listening.
Exactly. We were inside a lot. Roller skating rinks, discotheques.
All right, here we go. Down the front straight. Ooh, we got somebody really slowed down there. There it is, the pass. He is having problems.
He is having problems.
Yeah, Alnati.
And obviously... the tie contingent here trying to cheer him on. Look, he's got one hand off of the bars.
And he's letting the people know, hey, I'm going a little slow.
Exactly. There's a problem. Yeah, but it's not me. It's not the way I'm racing.
He's trying to stay out there for points because he knows how important it is with 3 motos. Even if he was in the top 5, would give him enough points to hopefully have a chance or a battle. But Al-Hanadi is definitely the man in control now. A 2 and a 1 will definitely give him a sweet spot, Mike.
Wow. So this one's far from over. As you see, everybody look. There we go. Bunch of bench racers there, talking about it. He's explaining to him. That's why he's got his hand up.
Got a Mott shirt on.
Yeah, right. All right. So I believe you have a back marker in between first and second. So I'm wondering. And there's Terpetit right there, and you can see Alma Hanadi. And Hanadi, he's doing everything he can to keep Hanadi behind him. And look, and Hanadi trying to get that inside line, goes outside. He is like a mad hornet behind him right now.
It's like, what do I do?
Well, he's got to get him. If he's going to get him, he's got to get him on a straightaway.
2 laps to go.
2 laps to go. Can he hold on? Can Terpetit hold on?
Does he get him in the straightaway, or does he split off for the next 2 laps to the inside, the outside?
I would probably go to the opposite side.
I would too.
I would go to the opposite side because obviously, it's like a slalom course, and if you try to stay in front of him, he's looking behind him right now, and he's doing a good job staying in front of him. His elbows are getting 9 feet wide as he goes into those turns. Some bar to bar. Berm busting action here as a part of the Jet Ski World Cup Grand Prix.
Hanadi trying to catch back up to him. Terpetit still keeping that machine together. How is it staying forward momentum? It's insane. He really just found the afterburner just now.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I don't know if maybe he dropped a cylinder, if he's hearing something funny, if he's smelling something funny out there.
Or they always say it's the fastest before it goes.
Right, exactly. Well, and it looks like he's kind of milking it. Okay, so Tara Petit went to the outside, second place. Khalid going to the inside once again. Only about a lap and a quarter left to go.
White flag will be coming out this next time by the tower, that's for sure. Gaza Deep definitely has got the prayer beads out right now, trying to make it happen, as well as Al Hanadi. Charge. And look at that. There's Fahad Al-Reyes.
Fahad Al-Reyes trying to get back up in the mix, boat number 37. And the white flag is out. And Tara Petit still your leader, but look at this. Look at that gap being closed right now.
And we've got lap traffic, Mike. That could be a factor.
Look, and he's pointing at the lap traffic. He's like, give that guy the blue flag, man. Let me come through.
He's going to try and get in front. You see our course marshal was doing exactly what you said.
Right. He's going to try to get in front of that guy, let him know, hey, man, don't mess up the race. We got a good one going on here.
There's a race going on, and you're not in it.
Exactly. Move. Like DMX said. If you know, you know.
And look at this.
And look at that gap being closed. Anytime they got a straightaway, that gap just disintegrates.
Well, it's incredible how he has that power after slowing down and issues. You got wonder if it's a problem with the fuel pickup or, some of the turns he slows down. But when he's going straight, that thing goes.
Let's see if he goes inside. Okay, Tara Petit actually going to the inside this time. All right, so Al-Hamadi goes to the outside split. Now Al-Hamadi's got two lappers in front of him. So again, it's busy over there on that outside split. So Tara Petit going to find some clean water on that inside split if he can just keep that boat together.
And he moved out of his way. Here we go. Turn for turn.
And it's going to be close. Here we go. Here comes from the outside, and that's Tara Petit coming from the inside, and it's going to be Tara Petit by about 5 boat lengths there.
Talk about a nail biter there. Tara Petit, Kazadit is just lucky today, and hopefully they get looking at what's going on with that boat.
And a great second moto here in the Expert Runabout Superstock class. Congratulations to Kazadit, Tara Petit, taking the win there just in front of boat number 22, Khalid Al-Mohammadi. All right, folks, we'll be back to probably close the show here after this break.
I have a relationship in Thailand. It's the love for the people, for the food, the beautiful nature, and the places. I've cultivated a beautiful relationship in Thailand. What will yours be?
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds.
Jet Tribe, your official riding gear.
What a sensational run from Kazadit Tara Pratip. So close to the end there, and 2 wins out of 3 now. I'm with Kaikon, his father, who's been watching the whole thing. You must be so emotional about the whole affair.
My name Kaikon. Can speak English? Listen. ผมขอพูดเป็นภาษาไทยได้ไหมคือกัตติดิตเนี่ยก่อนที่จะมาแข่งขันเนี่ยเขาไปช่วยพี่น้องประชาชนในเรื่องอุทกภัยเยอะมากแล้วก็จัดเวลามาซ้อมแล้วเราก็เตรียมซ้อมมาอย่างเยอะแล้วก็เขาถนัดในทะเลเพราะว่าเราขี่ไปเกาะที่ชังบ่อยแล้ววันนี้การแข่งขันครั้งนี้เขาพร้อมเมื่อเช้ามีรุ่นหนึ่งที่ปัญหาของเรือเผาขาด ทำให้พลาดไปโมโต้หนึ่งแต่หลังจากที่ทำเรือเสร็จแล้วก็ไม่น่ามีปัญหาแล้ววันนี้เป็นบรรยากาศที่ดีขึ้นมีน้อยโอกาสที่เขาจะทำผลงานก็มีเยอะนะครับก็ฝากพวกเราหรือว่าพี่น้องประชาชนไทยด้วยช่วยเชียร์ทีมไทยนะครับแล้วก็พรุ่งนี้ยังเหลืออีก2โมโต้พรุ่งนี้เขายังแข่งอีก3รุ่นนะครับมีโปร1,100ด้วยนะครับก็ต้องเต็มที่เพื่อเอาความสุขมาฝากกับพี่น้องคนไทยอีกครั้งหนึ่งหลังจากที่ได้ช่วยอุทกภัยมาเยอะแล้วนะครับขอบคุณมากครับ
I don't need a translator to say how much you love that, but let's get what you said.
Yes, okay. So he's explaining that Akasi today, he's quite doing well. He's well prepared for today. Maybe some a little bit hiccups in this morning because of the shaft was broken, but all in all, he's doing quite well. And before this event, he just went to the southern, helping the southern relief of the Thailand, which is great for us Thai to help each other, like, you know, with the Thailand, with the Thai smile, right? Okay, so in the next tomorrow, he still have like another 3 races. So he's hope that everybody still watching the show and follow us and see the game tomorrow.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, sir. A real pleasure. Lovely to meet you as well. We hope you have a fantastic day tomorrow. We hope he makes it 3 out of 3. Good luck.
Okay, thank you.
Fantastic stuff. I tell you what, it has been such a busy and hectic day down here on Jomtien Beach, here in Pattaya in Thailand. That's it for the Amateur Championships. We've had 3 days of amazing action. Tomorrow and Sunday, we go pro. I can't wait to see what that's going to be like. But we finish our day with Kazadit Tirapratit, a double victor and a hero of the hour as well, helping out with the South of Thailand Relief Fund for all of the flooding that's been going on down there. We wish everybody who is there and hopefully safe, wishing you all the very best, by the way. But yes, we go pro tomorrow and Sunday. It's time for the pros to come out and play here in the WGP1 WATERJET Grand Prix. Boys, I can't wait.
Well, I'll tell you what, great job down there on the beach. Jake Sanson, third member of our broadcast team, and he does a great job down there on the beach, Dave. Any closing comments here for the day?
I would just say what incredible racing. I mean, I like to see how these riders have actually brought the competition to the fans here and have given them a show. And I just can't wait. It's gotten better every day. This weekend will not disappoint. So for the folks at home, make sure you tune in this weekend. You will not be disappointed.
That's right. The live broadcast begins at 9 a.m. on Saturday and Sunday. And before we sign off here, I'd like to say a very special thanks to the great staff that we got here, an amazing staff out here in Thailand. The production crew does an amazing job. Drake and his crew, really hats off to you guys. Thanks to our great sponsors, the Sports Authority of Thailand, the National Sports Development Fund, Amazing Thailand, Toyota Gazoo Racing, Thai Airways International, Siam Watercraft, PTT Lubricants, and Freedom Racing. And a special thanks to the city here of Pattaya and the Chonburi province, Jet Tribe Racing, thank you. Of course, our media folks, the Pattaya People Media Group. Thank you all very much. And I'll tell you what, it's been a long day. Great racing, better racing every day. So once again, join us tomorrow as we start the weekend off with some pro racing. My name's Mike Young for Dave Arnold. So long, folks, and have a nice evening.
Bye-bye.
Welcome to our proudest moment. Tumbling through every single detail. Unveiling pristine odysseys ahead. Crafting each element for globe trotting. Embarking for the sky. Your magical journey redefined. Thai, smooth as silk.
Presented by Freedom Racing.
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds.
ชาวแซดมาส่งเสียงต้อนรับแซดหน้าใหม่กันหน่อยเร็วบอกโลกให้แซดบอกโลกให้แซดบอกโลกให้แซดบอกเรานะแซดเข้ามาเลยเพราะพวกเธอของเธอไม่ต้องกลัวบอกโลกว่ามีเกิน We are proud to be แซดแต่งครบแก๊งออกไปซ่าซิ่งที่สุดไปเลยค่ะ
อารยะทำแสบที่ต้องแซดให้โลกเห็นไฮลักซ์รีโวแซดเอดิชั่นหน้าใหม่
Presented by Freedom Racing.
I have a relationship in Thailand. It's the love for the people, for the food, the beautiful nature, and the places. I've cultivated a beautiful relationship in Thailand. What will yours be?
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds.
Jet Tribe. Your official riding gear.